What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at
some hands that Rob played online, and then we'll look at some live hands that I played in Vegas. All right, what you got? King, king. All right, you played this, so I'll play it. Let's open to 2.5 or 3. Exploitatively, we can go to 3.5 or 4 if this is a table that we've noticed has been calling, or if we think they're absolutely clueless about our sizing changes, we can bet bigger. All right, let's see what you got.
I probably could have gotten away with that. I was only like three or four in, but I just went with my standard 2-5.
That's a fine thing to do. There's no reason to get into the other habit. Oh, perfect. Okay, we get re-raised. Uh, oh my gosh. This is great. Okay. So we want to get 96 big blinds in. We don't care if it's against two people. And if we go broke against aces, we do. So I think, let's see. Let's start with a pot size bet and see what that is. That's going to be 27 plus 9 is 30, 36, 30, and then so 37 and a half would be pot sized, and that breaks the threshold. So that would be all in. And I don't want to go all in. So let's just go up to about 22, 25, anything like that. Anything from 22 to 25 is fine. Let's see what you go.
I went way too high.
40.
I
Yeah. So 40, I expect 40, you've done two things.
I was trying to isolate. Just that's why I did it.
Oh,
I don't.
you wanted to get heads up against the 39.
Yes, yeah, or have him get scared and get out, and then just be heads up. But I thought this was a good way to isolate because I'm going
I think
against his.
you're getting two folds here. So looking at the 40, so there's two things to look at. One is if you go to a size like 20 there, so really small. If you go to a size like 20 and he pushes all in for 39, that's going to reopen the action. So if the guy with 128 calls that, which I expect he won't, you can then jam on top of him and be done. So that would,
Okay.
so you see how that works?
Yeah,
But
yeah. So
if you go,
the same thing. You were just a step.
yeah,
You were delaying a step. That makes
I,
sense.
but I wouldn't expect the guy with 39 left. I wouldn't expect Carl to call your four bet and then his five bet. So I don't expect that to happen. But that would be the way to sucker him in. Um,
Okay.
the 40, if you go to the normal size, the size I said, like
Hmm.
25, let's just see, because I didn't even consider whether that reopens the action. And I don't mind reopening the action if the size is right. So if we go to 25, that's another 16 from him. He's got 25. He jams for 39. He jams for 39 over the 16. So he doesn't have enough. So 25 is too big to reopen the action. For one
Okay.
having to reopen the action.
So
Um,
your thought was like the 40 bet is a good chance of having them both just fold out, and I
I
lost.
expect they will. Yeah. Is
Okay.
the is you've made it clear to
That makes
Carl.
sense.
Yeah, you've made it super clear to Carl you're not fucking around.
Right.
Um, and the other guy knows he's committing his stack.
Yeah.
So let's see what
My
happens.
hope was one would fold and I would isolate and then I could play a little better.
Uh, but here's the thing, you don't need to play better because once the guy with 39 calls, all your decisions with him are made. It doesn't matter what the flop is
Right. No,
because
that's you know what, yeah, yeah, that's true.
he's got
That's
40
true.
left. And then so you're really only playing against Carl. And yes, the other guy's two cards are in there. And if
Right.
he's an ace, so be it. But it isn't, you don't have, you're only going to be playing against one player anyway.
That's true. That's really true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't
So,
really put that together.
all right. So let's see what the
Um, all right.
great. He goes all in. I expect Carl to fold. Carl calls. And now there's the problem is that you can only call. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
it's fine because it's all going in. All the money's going in. The only situation where all the money doesn't go in is if there's a flop of an ace, you might get away from it. That's the only.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. So you call because you have no other choice. Great. You get to decide the order, all the money going in, and I would just put it all in right now. Yeah. Carl calls when he has pairs. He, like that, and that's fine. and one of them has an ace and you win. Great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I lucked out because they both called, but I see what you're
Yeah.
saying because it was very easy that I would have lost a lot of value with this.
Right. Well, Carl played really bad. I don't think that 107 played bad. Getting it all in with his ace king is just fine.
Oh no, not at that SPR. No.
No, but Carl played horribly on this hand, and
Yeah,
you get the benefit of 100 of his big blinds. Yay. All right. Let's see the next hand.
they're all in this one.
Okay.
That was just from today.
Right.
These aren't these. I made a lot of mistakes. That's why they're up here. But
Right.
I'm trying to pull up more hands where I actually win because I think I'm losing value when I win, and it's
Okay.
really easy for me to go after myself like on the when I lose
Yeah.
and not be like, well, maybe I lost 100 big blinds or something.
Yeah.
When
I'm at,
I'm
oh, yeah, go on.
Oh no, yeah, just that I'm trying to bring more like winning hands that I make to
Yeah.
the Zoom because I think I'm losing value. And like you just brought up a really good point with the last one that I really hadn't thought about it that way.
Right. Now, had you played it in any other way, and Carl hadn't been as bad a player as he was,
Right.
it wouldn't have mattered because he would have, first of all, Carl, if he was a decent player, would have never called the re-raise. So he would have never,
Right.
and then when you make it four, Carl would have folded out his queen 10 there. So the fact that he called all of that was just gravy. But
Right, but that was like a lot of luck,
yeah,
and
that was
that's
luck again. That
right.
was luck that he played as badly as he did. All right. So we go up
Hmm.
queens, great. Okay. He calls, wonderful. I would bet small here, but I don't hate a big bet. So I would bet like 1.7, something like that. If you go all the way to 3.5, that's okay. The the you really want him to hang around with a lot of stuff here because you got a lot of stuff beat, and he's not folding his flush draws again. Of course, if he has a 10 or an 8, he's not folding it, so that's fine. Um, but you wouldn't mind if he stuck around with more than that. So that's what I think. I think small with your queens.
All
Get
right, let's see what I did. I
that.
pot sized it.
And so
Shit.
your thought here was I want a flush draw and a straight draw to either fold or pay for it, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's a scared play, but um either way I did it.
Yeah.
And
Good.
he's
So
still called it.
let me give you a heuristic. Let me give you a heuristic that will help you on that,
Okay.
which is the way you make your money is by selling risk. So you can always, if you have aces and the flop comes down with two spades and a possible straight draw, you can always jam and make them fold. And you will make money
Mm,
that way because you will win the pot that's there, but you won't make
right.
the most money. You make the most money by making them overpay for their draws. So you don't give them the right price, but you keep them in. And so this bet here really pushes them to having a 10, an 8 one time, and flush, and good flush draws and good straight draws, not like gut shots because you've bet so big. And you would like the gut shots to continue because they have very little equity and you can't stop the other ones from continuing. So that's
So
why.
the vulnerability of betting small and letting somebody see more, giving them the right value, um, and then not hitting um
Makes
their
you more,
straight or flush or whatever, that ends up being more profitable in the long run
yep, more profitable
than
variance.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really
So,
bad at that.
yep, yep,
I
I
gotta
understand.
grab my balls and do
Yeah.
better.
But now it's nice. When he checks here, the 9 jack just came in, which is one of the hands that would stay with you. The 10 still have you crushed. The 10 you would think would do a lot of check raising, but maybe not to that bigger size. I wouldn't mind a check behind here and calling any river bet. I wouldn't mind that because you don't know the doesn't have a 10. Um, and I wouldn't mind if you bet big here and you get raised, you just have to fold. So you just have to fold. Um, so I'm okay with either one. Let's see what you do. Hi, Mac. So you bet huge, meaning you bet pot. And so now if he raises you here, you gotta go away.
I don't think I went away. fuck.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You got to go away, but it was the min raise. So is he, so yeah,
That's what threw me off because it was a
yeah,
snap click.
snap click and it was the click raise. And Brian says
Right.
raises are bullshit. And I don't doubt him. So you're going to lose 1650 because of the size. Yeah. So a smaller size helps you here and a check back allows it to be one bet. All right. So he does this, you call. And now that he's got 31, oh, okay. Um, I believe you are beat,
Yeah, I do too.
but the
I
size of
don't know if I fold or call this, but
hold on. I believe you're beat.
no, I called it. I
Okay.
called it. I'm an idiot.
Well, let's see. You beat?
See
Let's
what
see.
he had.
Let's see. Or did he lose his mind? Yep.
Exactly what you said.
Yep. You're beat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And so if you had bet smaller on the flop, he still stays with you and he doesn't pay as much, but he also stays with you with a bunch of other hands that aren't up and down straight draws, that aren't this good.
Right. So
That's
my fear actually made me lose
let's
more
find out.
money.
Well, let's find out. Let's run this one. Let's see what the solver likes on this one, because I could be wrong. Let's take a look in solver land. All right. So let me steal the screen here. All right, replace current share. Oh, all right. Okay, so we're here. You were in the low jack. You opened to the equivalent of 2.25. You opened to there. The big blind called you with his jack nine offsuit, which is, not solver approved, but close enough, and we shouldn't be surprised by it. And we'll continue by giving him jack nine suited, just a suit that doesn't matter. That's how we'll play it out. Here we go. Flop is 10, 10, 8. What was the other 10? It was 10, 8 of spades. And what was the other 10?
Club.
Club, just so we see our exact combo, not that it should matter. He checks range, which he does. Queens bet, and they love the small bet.
Okay. Okay.
Love the small bet on this board.
All right.
Yeah, so that's our thing.
Okay.
Okay. And you see everything loves the small bet.
Yeah.
And you can bet range with a small bet, which is fine. And sometimes the queens trick back to trap, which would have been very unhappy given his exact cards. All right. When you bet big, do we break the solver? We do. Will it let us go on? Let's just see what it says. Let's see if it
So
just,
yeah, there's absolutely no pot size there.
yeah, there's no pots. Well, that's just because it doesn't allow that. It doesn't have
Oh,
this, but it doesn't have it in its range is the problem. But
right, right.
let's just see what happens when we break it real quick. So we break it. And it gets confused. All right. So
Okay.
he calls with his jack nine, right? There we go. When the 7 comes, the offsuit 7 of diamonds, was it? 7 of,
Heart.
yeah, 7 of offsuit is the important thing. 7 of offsuit comes, and that card is so good for him that he donks.
Wow.
But that's insane because of the size we took. I don't accept, I don't think this is right. Let's go back to something that's actually realistic. We bet here. Check call. We bet. He calls. Now we get the 7 of hearts.
And we were betting at what were we betting
We
when
bet.
you
So now
switched
he
it?
doesn't, he does not get to donk range. That would be crazy.
If I bet smaller, like the
If you bet
solver
smaller,
wanted.
if you bet smaller, this is his. He has some donks,
Okay.
but he doesn't donk range. That was because you never ever are there. So that was just a artifact. So
Okay.
now with his jack nine, sometimes he just bets out. But when he checks, let's see what your queens want to do on this hand. Mostly bet. Some checking, which I said, and the bet is again small. You're not
70%, right?
I'm sorry. Yes, 70% pot. It's not small. You're right. It was just the smaller of the two choices. Yep. So we go 70%. After you bet small, you can bet big. He does this. And now he check raises you with his jack nine. And he raises you the smallest amount we're going to allow him to raise. And your queens begin to fold. They fold with a spade more because you
I'm
would
not
like
blocking the flush draw.
him to be bluffing with a spade.
Right, right.
So they bluff with a spade, they block with a spade more. You had a spade, you didn't have a spade.
I did have a spade, yeah.
So you do a lot of folding right here, which we talked
Yeah.
about, but its size
Right.
was small. And when you call it, and the river is the jack, I believe.
Yep. Jack
Yeah.
of hearts.
Jack of hearts. Right. He jams his jack nine. What size did he bet the jack nine here? His jack
I think
nine.
he shoved it, which was
He shove it. He did shove it, but it was a tiny size of the pot.
it
It
was
was,
31. Yeah, it was 30, say 32 big blinds into
and
82.
so that was the problem. But here the pot. So let's give him less than pot just to do it. So here the pot is 44. So he's gonna do this size, 31, and your queens are
Yeah,
different
folding.
trouble. They're in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah.
Uh, and we're not going to learn the difference between why the queen of hearts with the club does it and the other one's fold. We're just not going to learn that. But we are going to learn that having the spade is the opposite of what you think. Okay, that's the hand. Let's take a look at the next hand. And Mac, if you want to turn on your mic, this is going to be your hand to play. Or you can
Oh,
type.
let me hold on. Trying to get
Yeah,
back to the
I'm in transit. Give me one moment.
Okay, Mac.
Sorry.
Good. We'll just if you want, we'll describe it to you. And if you can't do it because you're driving, we'll just move on to Lewis. Your choice. You want to play this hand?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. I'll describe it to you. All right. You have ace jack offsuit in the low jack. What would you like to do? The action to you is you're the first to play. It's a six-handed game.
Raise.
Okay. You open. What size would you like to open to?
400 big blind Steve, six-handed.
Yep.
3x.
Okay. 3x is fine.
2.5. Looks like we're using.
Yeah. We go to 2.5. That's fine. And only the big blind three bets you, but he three bets you to 6. So let's start with this question. If he three bet you to a normal size, which is going to be 10, 11, 11.5, what would you like to do with your ace jack?
Right here with my ace jack. For a normal size, I'm usually folding just because of how we interact with their
Right.
three betting range. But to such a small size, I'm just feeling almost anything to almost a mid raise.
I agree. Exactly. Ace jack is a standard fold here. And against this min raise, if he keeps you in, fine. All right. So, yep, I agree. We need to call this stupid 6 big blind raise. And if
I
this
don't
is
know what
his aces,
okay, I
he's
call it.
max value if this is how he plays aces, this is not how he gets max value from the rest of our range. All right. Flop is 8 of spades, deuce of spades, 4 of diamonds, and you have the jack of spades. And he bets half.
Half.
He bets half pot.
I think my strategy splits here. I think against someone that's an unknown that's probably playing super straightforward is going to be a fold for me. I think if it's someone who's a bit more of a blaster, I think I'm going to peel just because the 8-4 deuce is really. I don't know what he's three betting min raising, but I don't think that was too strange. Just kind of calling a position with that backdoor, straight backdoor flush. Later, but I think it's an
Yeah.
unknown.
Yep. I think it's a good fold now.
I'm sure it was. I doubt I
he-
did that because it's on here.
yeah, he's only got 58 left, so he started short. So you're raising him. You raise him. I don't see this.
I don't see it either.
This is,
I don't know why I did this.
but I'll tell you one thing. I don't like it, but it gives you one thing. It gives you information. You should not continue this bluff. If he calls you, this is mostly pocket pairs.
Yeah, God, I hope I didn't.
And given his stack depth, they're not in the mood to fold.
Right.
So at least you're gonna get your answer.
Yeah.
But I think you spent a lot of money on your question. All right, let's see what he
I
does.
I really did.
Yep, he jams. You're done.
God, tell me that I folded.
Yeah, you've lost. Yep, you
Okay, I
folded.
folded.
Yeah.
So yeah, I lost a lot of money. Yeah.
You
All
spent
right.
money on that. Now let's imagine this hand going another way. So one, he bets and you fold because all you have is ace jack, which could easily be dominated by his ace queen that he's bluffing with, and you're never going to get a good opportunity to take it away from him.
Mhm.
That's not true. He could just check the turn with his ace queen, but he's so short, he might just go with it with a call. He might just go fuck it. So that's one thing. If you call that and he's got the ace king ace queen, he's very, he might not, he might check the turn.
My
He might, so
this the like my thought process just because I gotta know why my thought process is wrong. My thought process is during this was that I raised on the low jack, right? So I should be pretty like I'm pretty weighed towards, really high pocket pairs. Um,
no, you're not.
I
You
mean,
didn't four bet him.
you're right. You're right.
You're waiting. You're
I missed that. You're right. You're right. I would have fucking four betted him. You're
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
that.
You've got
Yeah.
some medium. You got some medium pocket pairs. You've got eights. You got pocket eights. Um,
Right.
given his size, you could have you probably don't have pocket deuces because you don't have pocket deuces here that much to open. But if you had deuces or fours, you weren't going to fold to his bet. So you got a little bit of that. But your eights would have opened. Your eights would have called a normal size. They would have called this size. Same with your nines, tens, and jacks. But you don't have a lot of aces or kings. You might have some.
You're right because I didn't four bet.
Right,
Yeah, I overlooked that.
right.
Absolutely. All
And
right.
his he can easily choose to just do this with ace king with the ace of spades and the king of spades.
Hmm.
He's only got 58 big blinds. But his three bet looks like he wants a call. His initial three bet. We don't know how he plays or what he thinks, but
No, I don't. It's brand new.
right. But aces or kings there from him could say, I want to get a little more money in and I don't want to fold. So he puts
Right.
that small bet. I don't know that that's what he does with his aces or kings, but
Let
or
me
I
make
don't think
sure I don't
he
know
does
what he had.
kings.
I don't think I did. I think he mucked.
Yeah,
No, you mucked.
yeah,
Not like it matters because
right,
I fucked up
right,
already,
right.
but
But but I think if you just call here, I think you get a little bit of that information when he on the turn because you can have you can have nines, tens, and jacks here easily. Certainly nines and
Mhm.
tens easily. Let's say eights, nines, and tens. He bets his six, you call. He's got ace, king, ace, queen. He may want to slow down. And there you get that information that you wanted here, and you get it for six big blinds. I'm actually not that interested in the information, and I'm folding right there to his six.
Oh, you're
But
folding on the flop to a six. Okay.
to
I
his
sh
six.
I
I'm
should have really done that. Yeah.
folding on the flop to his six.
I got
Um,
tricky
right,
and ate it.
right. But what I'm saying is that the thing you wanted to do, you could have done for 6.24.
You're
You could
right.
have gotten that information with that, not as clean. I mean, here the information is super clean. You're
Just
done.
straight calling.
Just straight calling and see
If
what he
I
does.
had, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
again fold. If unless you pick up, unless you hit a jack or hit an ace, in which case you can easily
Right.
eliminate it, but you don't fold, or you pick up a spade, you know, or a three or a five, but not any bets small. But in general, yeah, I would just fold here. All right. Next hand is going to go to Lewis.
Yep.
All
That
right, you
should
got
have been in this hand. I can already tell you that.
they do. Let's see what they do. All right.
Oh,
Yep.
whoops.
Yep.
Okay, I would just fold here. This is
Yeah,
not
me
a free
too.
bet.
I
This is
don't know
not
what
a
the fuck I
free.
was doing.
I mean, if you want a free bet, I think like Ace Jack is like a mix. Maybe nah, even Ace
Right.
Jack off is a bit splashy. Like
Right.
I don't think you want to be too loose in these um small blind versus button. And I'll
No.
tell you why, because I don't think people I've done this from research. People don't open the button wide enough. So then I feel like that makes these even worse than equilibrium.
That's
Uh,
true.
it like I done research from like a massive Russian cash sample, which is different because it's fast fold, but like I was finding people were free betting open on the button like 35% average, like way under.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, his attention to steal is only 18.
yeah, and I can't remember what the
And his
app
pre-flop
yeah,
raise is only 13. So
in
I don't
my
know why the
in
hell I
my
did this.
yeah, in my 100 charts I got up, you're supposed to raise 45% of buttons, but you should be doing more, I think, like 50. Like so like here, like against a 45, like Queen 10 off's a pure fold and Jack 10 off's a pure fold.
Right.
Like again, so against the guy who's doing this tighter, like it's just not a good play. I don't
No.
I don't call from the small blind either. Like I run my charts with like a free bet only strategy, and I can paste in what if you
Yeah.
lock it to free bet only with like the GG rake structure, which is a bit different to iPoker, but I mean the stuff's not going to change that much. You can probably free bet a bit more actually on iPoker because they don't take rake if you take it pre.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you probably don't want to
Exactly.
expand on these offsuit. You probably want to expand on the suited aces, the suited kings, the
Right.
pairs. So
Let
that's
me,
like a yeah.
yep. So
Queen
Lewis,
10 suited might have not been such a punt,
it's
but
really fine. So, let me say one thing. In peak, ace jack offsuit is 100% three bet from the small blind against the button, and ace 10 offsuit is the mixing one. But you've got it at ace jack, and that's fine. So just to put that out there. Here's the queen 10 suited is a fine three bet, by the way, absolutely fine. So here's the two real huge problems
oh,
with
I'm sorry, per peak it is.
per peak. Yeah, queen 10 off, and
Okay.
I see queen 10 suited is also in Lewis's, right? You're three betting queen 10 suited there, right? Lewis?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, queen 10 suited is fine. Here are the three disasters with this hand. So queen 10 offsuit is a fold, and when you three bet it by going to this size, you have absolutely guaranteed he's calling in position.
It's too
Just like
small.
the other guy did to you. Your three bet sizes here is going to be 12 or 13, maybe
Okay.
14.
Yeah. I should have done 13
Right.
if
No,
I
well,
did it at all.
you should have folded. And if you
Well, I
had,
should have folded. Yeah.
right, if you're playing live, let's say you're playing live and you have a physical read. The guy literally starts to muck his hand, and then he looks and he realizes, oh, I'm on the button, and then he raises to 3. He's literally about to muck his hand. Even then, you've got to go to the 12 or the 13 because you've got to generate some folds because you do not want to be playing queen 10 offsuit out of position in the first place.
No.
It's going to play
Right.
really badly. Okay, so you do this.
Okay, I'm here. Okay,
Let's
so
play. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we
all
can get
right,
out of this.
all right. At least he's somewhat capped. Um, all right. So I mean, was this guy limping or just
Yeah,
raising?
his VP's 38, pre-flop 13. So yeah, he limps a lot more than he raises.
Ooh,
Yeah.
even
I,
worse. Even
I
worse.
mean,
Right.
I think I'd still.
Just by knowing
I
that.
don't think I'm that scared. He's got like ace
Station.
king. I don't think I'm that scared. He's got ace king or aces or kings here because I think he would have full bet that. So I just bet here probably. Uh, this is just a spot where you can just bet small for range. So I'd bet like five chips, like a third.
I checked.
Okay.
Should I checked is not bad, by the way, when you said should I checked, because you can check range here. You can have an out of position check range strategy where you're checking with all your great hands
I
too.
really try to do that. Yeah.
Right. But
I, I got a sim for like a similar spot.
Mhm.
Um, but it's King 5-4.
Mm.
If someone wants
Yeah,
if I can take this screen. I
yeah,
mean it's
Lewis, let's finish the hand, play the hand out, and then let's look at your set.
okay, yeah. I just fold now. Like it's a bit speculative to call a B75 here, I think, with queen high, uh
Mhm.
backdoor straight, backdoor flush.
This
I'm
is gonna be
like
embarrassing.
but
Oh no, I
but
folded. Thank God.
Yay,
no,
good fold.
but sometimes it's fine to just check fold in the especially when you're out of position free bet pots. Like I do it. If you just fucking go to town, you're gonna be losing a lot, I think.
Yep.
So I think it's
Yeah,
fine just
yeah.
to check. I mean check fold and if I can grab the screen, like I can show King
Yep.
5-4
Yeah.
suited.
Do I have to stop? Do
Yeah,
I?
just pop your share and Lewis will grab it.
All right.
And while you're doing that, Lewis, let me tell you one thing here, Rob. So all the stuff that we talk about backdoors when they're sitting alone, oh, I've got 2 backdoors, I'm gonna do this. Those are all your strategy defending against small bets. When the guy,
Okay.
people are betting 1 big blind and 1.2 big blinds, basically betting range. then your backdoors come in really important because you can't just fold, you can't just lay down. When they're betting half pot and bigger, backdoors are, we're looking for direct equity. We're looking for, we have showdown value or we have direct equity. We're not looking at
Okay.
backdoors. Backdoors are an
So
extra
so
line.
get out.
Yeah, I've got a gut shot. I've got two overcards. And oh, look, I've also got a backdoor flush. That's nice. When they're betting more than a third of the pot, the backdoor stuff is, oh, and that's nice. The backdoors only come in strongly when they're making tiny bets, small bets.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to
And the
know.
big bets we're playing ABC. Okay.
Yeah, I
What-
mean, here, like I've told you guys before, I don't like wizard sims. They use too many bet sizes. My sim's just two bet size, a third or 75 out of position. So you can either bet 8.5 big blinds or 19.5. But this is like presuming you 5x when you free bet, which a lot of people recommend doing out of position.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you see on this sort of high, low board, king high board, this is just amazing for you. So
Yeah.
you can bet big and small. So like look, two-thirds of the time you can bet a third, and then 1/3 you can do this big sizing. And that's probably more true with the Broadway board. I mean, the difference between the King 9x is the guy could have nines,
Mhm.
which is with the 5-4, like the guy should actually be folding some fives and fours when you free bet, but no one's gonna do it. But so like you can just range bet this
Not when you
spot.
three bet to 6, they don't.
Yeah. Well, I think even if you did it normal, they don't. But yeah, see, you can just bet small, and then like, look, they have to fold out some stuff, and these guys are going to be wider probably, especially when you've made it the free bet so small. Like this is going to be way wider, so that makes you want to bet more because you can get more folds.
Right. Right.
But if this guy checks against your check, I mean. Oh, I don't think I have a check here. Oh, I don't know. The sim's glitched. Oh no, it's because I can bet. So he checks. I don't know why this is glitched actually. Okay, never mind. The check is glitched for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah.
I think
I mean, look, here you can just see this is quite good. Yeah, you can see the EV. Like, look, we're just dominating him
yeah.
on the whole range, which is why you get a range bet. Like on average, we got 55% equity out of position, which is huge. We're dominating all across, and it's going to dominate probably even more as he just calls like more ace high junk. He's going to call more king high stuff when you free bet small, but he's going to call more like rubbish stuff as well, which completely misses your board. So you can just
Louis,
bet everything.
do you have a sim on this for like an ace 5 for an ace 6-5 type board, ace 6-4, anything in that range?
No, because it's all man. You've only got like 3 flops at the moment.
Okay.
I
Sounds
need,
Alright.
I got a Jack 7-3,
Gotcha.
which shows which can show how different, but which is another sort of rangy bet board.
All right, let's do 3 Lewis hands now, and then we will do Max hand. So Lewis, so you got the screen there, Lewis. We'll do your first 3. And first up is going to be Rob.
Oh. I I might just fold this. I don't know.
I mean, I think
just-
fold's fine.
I
This
think
guy's
I think I'd fold it. It's a low jack. I think I'd fold it.
No, he's not the low jack. He's the hijack. Notice the missing seat. That's the difference.
Yeah,
this is hijack versus cutoff.
that's
It's
Right.
true.
5-handed.
That's true.
Against the low jack, against the low jack, you're mixing your king queen with, like that. But against the hijack, you've got a sliver of folds. All the rest are raises. Because this is the widest you get before the button. So with that in mind, there is it's not a negative. I mean, there is a sliver of folding, so it is indifferent. So let's look at his PFR. And if it was super low, let's push to the fold. But he's got 28. That's fine. Is he
Right.
Oh, wait, one thing though. Is he open limping?
Yeah, a lot 46.
Well, he could be calling from the big blind.
No, I don't think I think he's just, raising and calling, like
Right, okay.
splashing.
Right. If we knew that he had a limping range, then this pushes the king queen to more of a fold. Because the bottom of his range he limps. And we want him to be at the bottom of his range when we do this because this is a bluff. But let's see what you do. So fold is not bad. I'm going to assume that because we're looking at this hand that you raise to 9. Yep. All right. As played, let's see what you do, Rob.
Wait, so like 13 would have been too high there
You're in
because
position.
I'm in position?
Right. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
4x,
All right.
4x at least out of position and 3x at least in position. And then if you have a reason to go bigger, go ahead. But
All
Yeah,
right.
I tend to size up a bit if we were deeper. Say if we were like 120 plus 150, I'd probably make it like 11.
Great. Great difference. Okay. So you 3-bet and he calls. What would you like to do, Rob?
Okay. We raised to 9. I could see like a small continuation bet here,
Me too.
like
Like
33%.
Okay.
I think
let's say-
I mean, this seems like a range bet to me.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Jack,
Yeah.
Jack.
33%. And say the size as opposed to 33, because remember in real life we have to put in money, not percentages. So just get
Yeah. Oh, it's a 6-4.
6-4. Fabulous. He calls. He checks you. What would you like to do?
Hmm. I'm between checking and like a 7, well, sorry, 7, I shouldn't say 70%. Like 20, like a larger raise, like between 20 and 25.
Okay.
Um
Sounds good. I like continuing the bet here. The thing that I don't think you want to overbet this one at all because the flush comes in. So when I say that pushes your size down, it means that the portion of your range that would be overbetting will drop down to 75s, and the portion that was 75s will drop down to 50, and the 50s will drop down to 33 kind of thing. So your specific hand.
so the bet small, like 11 or something
Yeah. What I mean is
is better.
if this was if you were in a part of your range, like you had the jack here, or you had an overpair, that hand can't overbet now. It would like to put in more money, but it can't overbet because the flush is there and he has lots of flush draws.
But when you say overbet, you're not talking about like over pot
No, I
size.
mean
You're
over
just
pot.
saying like
I'm saying
77%
no,
or
no,
something.
no. I'm saying overbet. So
Oh, okay.
let's say instead of the 6 of diamonds, this was the 7 of hearts, and you had king. You could pile in a lot of money against his jack and his flush draws there. You could overbet if you wanted to. It'd be fine if you had king here.
Mm-hmm.
But now if you have king, you can't do that overbet. So so the hands that were in the mood to overbet all your sizes get pushed down. And this hand would like, this hand you can try to take your equity with the check behind, but I think that's the weaker way to play it. So 20, if it were me, I would be betting 16. I would be betting 14 to 16 with this hand, or checking behind and mostly betting. So you're betting 20, that's fine. And Bub is going all the way down to 11. And Lewis went 15. So you went 15, and let's see what he does. He raises.
Hey, I have a very quick question. When you were saying you can overbet with kings,
Yeah.
would that at all come back into the equation if you had a king of diamond?
Yeah, on this board. But I was saying, let's say that it wasn't a diamond.
You're saying
I was
completely
saying
opposite. Okay, I missed that. Okay.
Card,
All
a
right.
7,
Okay. Just
then
completely disconnected. Okay.
right.
All right.
You can bet big, and and get a lot of value from his jacks and a lot of value from his flush draws. But now that he has some flushes, betting big with the king of diamonds is really dangerous because you put yourself in this situation. And in which case, if you bet really big and he had it, he would jam. And now you have to decide whether whether to draw to your diamond. So he raised you. Do you want to draw to your diamond?
No, I don't think so. Because I could be drawing to a worse time. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
No, I
Yep.
think
Could
I'm
be
gonna fold
drawing
this.
dead. Could be drawing dead.
Yep. I like a
Right.
fold.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
fold.
I did fold, but I remember in game thinking like, God, this is annoying. I should have just
Yep.
checked back.
Yep. Checking back to realize your equity is a fine choice.
Yeah, I
But
was just wondering, did I just with my sizing, did I just come across as like
I don't think
really
so.
weak?
I
I
don't think
suppose I'd do this if I had like ace five of diamonds as well, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can still get it all in from here.
So
He
it's
did-
fine just to I feel like Coolin's like, I mean, maybe he's doing something weird with like a jack or pocket tens with a diamond, but realistically, prob probably he probably just has it, right?
Often. Yep. Yeah, I fold. All right, let's take a quick look at this one. Just see what the GTO says.
Yeah, I'm interested in the GTO
Okay.
for this one.
Right, I will steal the screen back. Okay. Here we go. All right. In the world of peak GTO, this was the hijack raised, the cutoff with his king queen off, 3-bet. Sizes are a little bit different, but that's fine. He calls. Flop is jack of diamonds, 5-4.
No,
What's
jack of hearts, four of diamonds, two of diamonds.
4-2, jack 4-2. He checks range. We can bet range here. We can bet big. King queen likes to bet big no matter what the size is.
Oh, interesting. This is a range. See, like, I don't have this in my game. This like range. I mean,
Yep.
but again, I run my sizes with two. I don't know why this runs with four sizes.
Yep. But this is a good range bet big. I mean, it likes the big. So we took
Yeah, but it doesn't like the 69. Like, I don't know. But
Right.
like, I suppose to be fair, I run my in position free bet pots as a third and half pot. They're my sizing. So
Yeah.
just half pot. You can just half
likes
pot
that.
everything.
Right. So what did you do? So you did small, right?
Yeah. Should we just go with a half pot though?
Well, no, we'll go with 26. It doesn't break anything.
I mean, it kind yeah. Does it break?
we
Like,
don't have king queen there, but
yeah.
let's first do it with the size. Let's first do it with our size, and then we'll do it where we have a bunch of our things. So we go 26. He calls. Turn is the what of diamonds?
Six of diamonds.
6 of diamonds comes in,
I suspect. Oh no, he's not supposed to donk. Interesting.
checks, and we check range.
See, look, like this. I mean, this
Yeah.
seems a bit weird.
All right, now let's go to the 50. Let's go to the 50 size, which is the
I don't
one.
really trust that strategy.
Well, we had so few hands.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's bet 50. And he calls. Now we got lots of hands.
It must like never have a flush there or something. Something crazy.
Diamonds. He checks. We check range. All right, let's go to the one.
Wait, can you normalize this? This looks kind of weird to me.
There we go.
So what we bet?
Let's go to the
really?
57 because this is where we really did it. 'Cause
Oh, right. Oh, you clicked the wrong one.
yeah,
Or
57.
50 or 57.
Yeah,
Don't
there's no
you see the
difference.
difference?
57 was the common one, right?
Right.
Oh my
That was
God.
when we
Yeah. Okay,
he calls
yeah.
it 57. We get the 7. We get the 6 of diamonds. Now
Okay, this is something.
he does some
Yeah.
donking.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
he checks-
I was expecting some
There we go.
dongs. I was a bit
Here we go.
confused.
All right. So king queen, you can bet it.
Oh, no small bets.
No tens. It loves 26 into a pot of 37.
Wait, so what the most common size? Yeah, so yeah, I thought it'd be very mixed
And
sizes.
it loves 30 and it loves 30 and it actually loves pot. It loves
Yeah.
pot. So it's like we're
Well,
gonna
that's what, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people make a mistake here of just like, because I think because a lot of the people say, oh, when the flush comes on the turn, you just bet small, but that's just not true. Because like if you have value, you want to put money in.
Mhm.
But like this comes, I feel like a lot of people say that recently. The flush comes in, you bet small. It's just not true. It's only
Um,
true. It's only true if you
Watch
can't
this.
have the nut. It's only true if you can't have the nuts.
Right. So let's watch
I,
this.
I think it's also because we see a lot of button versus big blind situations, and probably there it is true because both ranges are very wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, but watch this. So take a look at the percentages here. I'm gonna take a picture of them. Okay, so there's our percentages when the flush comes in. Now let's change the turn where the flush doesn't come in. 6 of spades. He checks. And now, let's see.
We check more.
We check more, but our bet size is 0. So this is one where that heuristic is no. See, look at this on the off. We have some look at how much 18 we have here. So we have 35, 18, and 12. And here we have 35, 26, and 0.
Well,
So
it's
we
because
have
we got
more.
we got a bigger nut advantage on this second board.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
This did push down our size. It didn't push it down dramatically, but it pushed the 20, it moved this 28 into smearing over these two. It smeared these two together here. So it did push down some of our range. Not huge, but it was there. Okay.
Well, it's because on the other one, the guy could have loads of flushes because
Yeah.
of like that. You typically call free bets with suited
Right.
hands, you
Right.
know.
Now let's take the smallest, let's take the smallish size you bet.
Oh, are we sticking to this offsuit turn?
Yeah, sorry, wrong turn. Thank you. We're not sticking to the offsuit turn. We're sticking to the suited turn and seeing what we do to the check raise. Bet call. He checked.
Do like the half pot, I guess.
Bet. He does the smallest check raise he can. And we call with our diamonds sometimes.
When the guy has bluffs.
When the guy has, we call
in
with our-
reality.
and our specific diamond was the what? What was our specific combo? Just for fun.
We had Queen of
King
Diamonds
of
and
clubs, queen of diamonds.
King of clubs, queen of diamonds, just for fun. Yep, it does mostly calling there to these sizes. I like the
Yeah,
fold.
the SPR is a bit lower as well because it was bigger size of 3.
Yep,
But
okay.
there's less.
in-
It's a bit
Okay.
interesting that the queen of diamonds, king X called a lot more than the king of diamonds, queen X, no? I
Yeah.
find that to like
So
Queen Diamonds
counterintuitive.
calls more for whatever reason.
that's just weird.
Right? You would assume it'd be vice versa with the bigger diamond continuing.
You'd think.
And maybe, the heart as well. Like
Yeah.
not wanting the heart so they could have the backdoor to be weird or whatever. But the backdoor doesn't come in, so I guess it doesn't even
Yeah,
matter.
the king of diamonds has outs if the guy's got the queen high flush, right?
Yeah. I find this very counterintuitive, and I don't understand why you would want to call more with the queen of diamonds.
It,
And if somebody wants to say the magic word blockers, I will.
it probably is, right? Like
Of course it's blockers.
they're probably bluffing with like ace of clubs, king of diamonds, which chose to call the free bet sometimes. You
Right.
know, I can see
Right.
that happening. EP
They bluff.
versus EP.
Right. They
Yeah.
bluff when they have the king of diamonds. They don't bluff with the queen of diamonds. And so
Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't have much king of diamonds offsuit, but it's probably just ace king. But they probably do. Look pre-flop. Are they supposed to call ace king? Probably sometimes, right?
here's their range.
I always, whenever I see things like this,
Yeah.
go on, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
They have a decent amount of ace king. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
Did
feel
they-
like when I see things like this in the solver, I always feel like it's like this makes sense in solver world, but in actually playing, I feel like those slight differences I just almost ignore.
Yeah. Let's
'Cause I feel like-
move. Yeah.
That's perfectly fine for the next year.
Yeah.
A year from now, we can learn more about the.
Let's move on because we're getting a bit into theory land. Let me take back control. So I played the hand good in your opinion, Scotty.
The The solver check back on the turn, that it didn't do it all, it didn't do it much, right? Once we got the right size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could have
So,
I could
yeah.
have checked the turn, you
Yeah,
know.
could have checked the turn. There we go.
All right, who's next?
Next is Bub, then Mac.
Oh, oh,
Um,
what?
I might wait. I might
No.
wait. I'm sorry. I don't have. I'm not. I don't. This is my first time here. I don't have. I don't have the replay or anything available. It'll just kind of be
Oh, that's
like
fine. Okay,
either written in the chat or said out loud.
yeah, I'm writing it in the chat. I'll put it in a replayer. So
Okay.
send it into the chat and then we'll come back to you and do that. All right, Bub, what do you want to do with ace jack suited in this situation?
Yeah, I actually thinking about folding.
Yay! I like a fold here.
Well, I full bet because this guy's 16% free bet. He's getting a bit after it too much. So, and this other guy's just like reggy stats. So I decided to take a stance.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna take a stand so you're gonna take a stand out of position with a hand that can play well post flop, so that's good. But is easily dominated. Um, both even though the guy's got a 16, that doesn't mean he's in the lower lobe of it, and the first guy is still uncapped. Okay. Those are the reasons not to do it. You did it. Let's go.
Yeah, it was mainly due to this guy.
Yep. Yep.
We're gonna get a lot of respect here, I think.
Hmm.
You know, this isn't a play I do often, but it just seemed like this scenario with, I blocked some jacks, aces, ace king.
Yep. Okay.
But we get called.
Hmm.
all right. Now
Hey!
did hit a great hand.
We
The
did.
problem is just he can still have queens, kings, and aces. So what I would just bet like 10 or 11 here, just super small, and see what's happening. Yeah, it's good. In my opinion, it's good.
Yeah. Love it.
And we got called. So if he had queens or better, he might already raised. The turn card is not great because also some flushes completes, but well, I don't know how many flushes he can have here, so might be not that horrible. I personally would just, well, what will I do here?
The SPR's
Um,
one.
so let's say he has ace king with an ace of clubs. He's never folding, whatever we do. So I don't know what to do here. I would just check, I guess, and completely lost already.
He checks behind.
Okay, that's actually a good sign. Now I feel like we have the best hand.
Hmm.
So I would like to go for value. The question is what can call us. I would just bet a stupid size like 15 or something, or 20.
Trying to get called by pocket nines, pocket
Yeah,
10.
something like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but then I kind of tried thinking what he had. I thought like it was I basically just thought like, would he bluff ace king if I
He
check to
could
him?
have queen jack suited. I don't know if he would ever call that pre-flop. I don't know. But
I decide to check
Uh,
in case he
I do
wants to
not hate this
bluff.
check at all. I do not hate this check at all.
I don't hate it as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying I want to bet small here because I feel like I don't get raised that often.
Mhm.
Um, and then I can at least decide a little bit about the price. Let's say he bets here something like what, 30 or something. I don't know. I have to check call. I would prefer to bet small myself and
I'm going to call a jam here on the check line.
wow.
Question is, Bub, if you bet, let's say you bet 10, 15 and he jams on you, do you want to call or fold?
Yeah.
Which do you want to do?
I I, I probably I just going to fold. I don't see him bluffing there ever.
Okay.
But you're right, against the check line, he might bluff with some hands.
Yeah. So if you're gonna bet small and fold, then I'm fine with that as your line. But if you're gonna check, I don't think you can fold.
Hmm.
So
All right, let's see what
I
you do.
didn't I didn't think he had much weaker jacks here because he called my cold four. Like what suited jacks does that? But yeah, Jack 10 suited.
Right.
Got him! I would have got the 10 bigs.
You would have gotten the 10 bigs. Yep. Yep.
You would have folded pre and not not
Not
one.
That is true. That is also
That's
true.
That's true. All right. Let me show you something and then we will move on. All right. Here we go.
I won more than Bob and Scotty would have.
You did. Absolutely. You did.
That is true.
You want a bunch more. Although on the river, I was considering jamming because of the check. And jamming in the fact that you look weak and
Yeah.
maybe he will fold.
To
mean,
get
maybe-
called by like a rogue pocket tens or something.
Yeah. So anyway, so given that King Jack suited does it sometimes and Ace Queen suited does it sometimes, how bad, the fact that Ace Jack never does it, how bad can it be? Can't be that bad. But it's your bluff region. You are bluffing.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's a 15%, 16% free bet though, so I feel like he's the guy to do it, right?
The guy, you don't get to you don't tend to get to 13% without finding some of the polar things.
Well, 16%, not 13.
Yeah, you don't get to 16% without finding some of the polar things. All right.
Okay.
Tan.
Did you say I had free, so I got one more?
Yeah, you got another one. You're gonna go through each one of us. Actually, got two more because Mac is gonna get your next hand, and then I'm gonna get your hand because we got Bub in there. So grab the screen. This is your hand, Mac.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna open with the limper probably at 3.5.
Sure. 3.5, 4, 4.5 are all fine. Even bigger is fine. All those are fine. I make 4.5 my minimum there, and Mike makes it 4. Poker coaching says it's 4.5. All right, but you go through.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, well, it's a cheat, but yeah, small bet with the range advantage in position, want to bet small. Entice people to raise if they have a good hand. It's a pretty dry board. Against a raise to 27.6. Oh, that's a jam. To 27.6.
Yeah.
So it looks like his VBIP is 55. It seems like he's just kind of calling wide to lose passive. And so after I bet 4.6 and he just flat calls with one person left to a small bet and then the guy behind him jams for 27, I might just jam over the top. Isolate the 27.6. I don't want to flat call and just kind of let some cards peel off and just be dealing with this dry side pot.
Question. One quick question, Mac. On your hand, what was your position that you were in?
I was in the cutoff.
Thank you. Okay, go on.
Sorry. But yeah, so here I think it's kind of like a shitty spot. Sorry my language, because calling, I feel like you don't want to entice the loose passive player to call and leave him in. But I also feel like if you jam, he may just call off with worse hands and draws. So from here, I'm jamming.
Yeah, cool. Loose passive folds. And we lose the quads.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad no one was team fold because I was just like, oh, he could have a worse king, king 10. He's a short stacker. He's top pair multi-way. I'm a win. But no, he dropped he basically flopped the nuts.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a bit unlucky. I feel like your thought process makes sense. Sometimes you just run into a set and you just kind of think the run good that, he had 27 blinds and not, he wasn't 100, 200 deep.
Yeah, so that was a sub. Okay, glad other people with me. All right, Scotty.
All right, I'm next. I am ready. Ace deuce, let's open it to this normal size. Here we go. Good. We get called in the small blind and a fold. Great. Flop. Okay. He checks. So exploitatively, if we're playing the horse, I would be betting 3 big blinds here. I'm going to say that I expect him to have much more of a big blind range than a small blind range. I don't put him on the tight small blind range here. If I'm playing this in any attempt to be close to a solver, I am going to, on this queen low board, can I bet range on this queen low in this situation? I can, and I can bet small. So there's the difference. The horse is going to bet 3 and I can bet 2. So that, yeah, I believe I can bet range on this board because clearly my hand doesn't want to bet, but I think I can bet range. So I'm going to bet range against this guy because his VPIP is 40.
Well, it's only 5 hands.
5 hands. Yeah, that's fine. Still, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna go and I'm gonna horse him and bet the 3. I'm gonna play the select the horse because of that. And because he called from the small blind. All those are reasons too. So you go bigger. Okay. So you want a cleaner answer. Okay. When you go bigger, if he continues, I don't want to continue with my bluff. All right. He calls you. Great. I did not pick up equity. I'm going to go check. I have showdown value. I can still beat some of his diamonds that stuck around. So check. You bet big. So once we take this line, we are pushing against a queen that isn't going to fold and diamonds that could easily call and spades could easily call and fold on the river. So I'm going to do a small bet on the river to make sure that a slightly better ace folds if he calls here. But I'm not going big on the river because I'm not trying to get the queen to fold. All right. And of course, maybe I'll hit an ace and that'd be great. Check. He checks. I am going to bet small here with an attempt to just get a better ace to fold. That's all I'm doing. I just want to get diamonds to fold, but I think I need to, but I do think I don't love my ace with a deuce as it. So I'm going to violate the Affleck rule and I'm going to go 20.
Question. What
Yes.
ace would he call?
What ace would I call if I was him?
Yeah, on the turn.
Ace with a diamond, ace with a spade.
Was it one spade or one diamond?
No, suited.
Oh yeah.
That he sticks around. So my ace beats some of his flush draws. I just don't want to face the ace 5 of diamonds here and lose to it. Ace,
Yeah, okay.
queen, 8, ace, queen, jack, 8. Actually, I'm not losing to the ace 5. I'm chopping with the ace 5. It has to be ace 7 or better. Yep, I still want to do it.
Yeah, I decided, looking back, I feel like maybe I do want to bluff.
Yeah,
Because
but I don't want to
I,
bluff. I didn't want to bluff. I didn't want to bluff the turn the way you did, but having bluffed the turn.
yeah,
All right.
I think I should bluff.
Right.
Or I wouldn't go small though. But
Yeah. You're gonna try to get a queen.
Because I feel like if you get small, I'm just getting folds from the stuff I could beat anyway, like king 10 of diamonds.
Yep.
You
But
know,
you're
I
also
beat
getting
that by so I
Yeah,
checked thinking I had some showdown.
you do.
If I would have bluffed on like a 5. I think I would have bluffed on a spade.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bluffed on a queen. I mean, I
That
wouldn't
ace.
have bluffed. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have bluffed on a diamond. I think on a
Right.
spade I'd bluff. I think I should. I don't know. I thought the jack, like some stuff might get there, but I don't. Looking back, I don't think the jack's that scary because I don't think
If
he
you
ever
had
gets
ace
in
10
with like 10-9.
Yeah. If you had ace 10 of hearts, I would check back here and take my showdown value. It's because you have
Yeah,
deuce that I'm putting in.
yeah. I think I'd bluff for size.
Yep.
I mean, what would a value have? I mean, I might go all in, not gonna lie. I think I'd jam all in just to maximize fold equity. Like
Okay.
maybe fold to queen. Um,
Good luck.
Yeah, but like I don't think I don't agree with you on the small side. I mean, you can bet 75 or all in. I think all win's better here though.
Okay.
But we check
Um,
back and
Yeah.
he had top two.
Yep.
but
He's
when
never
you say small, do you mean like 20 big blinds?
Yeah.
5?
No, I mean like I mean slightly smaller than Matt Affleck. I mean 20, 15 at the
Mm.
15 at the bottom. It doesn't work. It wouldn't work. And I would like to say that the one part of my read that was perfect was that he did not have a small blind range. The rest of it bad. So the way this hand goes, the way I play it, bet the flop at the smaller size, he might check raise and I fold. He might with the diamonds there. That'd be nice. On the turn, I go check, check. The river he bets and I fold. So that's what happens to me there.
So like I'm quite happy with my turn play. I think it's fine because like you don't always want to bluff with equity, right? I mean,
For that,
sometimes it's good, but like,
yeah.
Solver will bluff with nothing, nonsense sometimes. So I decided to go that line, but I
Yep.
feel like when I get here, probably should bluff, right?
But wouldn't you rather do that? Okay, so if you're going to do it with non-equity, how about doing it with a hand that has no showdown value?
Also, you think it's fine to check then because I do have some showdown.
Yeah, if it goes check check the whole time, which it's not going to in this case, your ace can win sometimes.
Yeah, I was trying to obviously fold better like the whole time, but
Yeah. The reason I bet that
um,
and the reason I bet that if I went check check, I would go check check and take the equity of the ace deuce was that you hadn't already bet 17, which means you've really isolated him to the flush draws and
yeah.
and the made hands. All right. Dean gets the next Lewis hand. So take another one, Lewis.
Okay, so I think I should bluff there. Just reflect it if I'm in that spot again, or just like not bluff at all. Did we play this one? Oh no, it's another ace jack. Sorry, this is the same table, so I got confused. Who's playing this?
Three bet.
This is Dean.
Dean. Free bet to what size?
3x that, like 7.58. Yeah.
Yep.
I'd bet big.
More like 10.
Like bigger. I'd probably bet like pot
Okay.
at least.
Yeah, I don't really have a pot. I don't really bet pot in position and free bet pots, but maybe I should. But I simplify. I either bet like half pot or like a third here. I bet a third. But yeah, this hand could definitely go bigger.
I just think like he has a VPIP of like 40 and has like a super wide. Has to call lots of shit. It's weird. Just call. Never fold. No. Now bet big again.
But like a win.
Oh yeah, he could. I would.
All right, I go a win.
Nice.
He calls. He's got a pair of fives.
Oh,
Yay! Motherfucker, yay!
Yeah, this was a surprising hand.
Let's invite him to our houses to play with us.
yes.
Let's
This
make
40
him
VPIP in.
All right, now Scotty, post-hand analysis. What went well here?
Um, he because I was putting in max thing, so run it fast for me through. I was putting in max hand while you were playing it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Here we go. So
free bet.
we
Cool.
three bet. He calls, great.
We
Check.
bet small.
We bet small. He calls, great.
He
He bets
donks
out.
kind of
We
big.
we call. great.
He
checks.
checks. We check.
Okay, everything is great here. He made the mistake on the river, but let's take a look here and see if we do what we think about the jam. So most of his spades fold there. His other jacks we have beat, and they could play this way, and they don't fold, so that's great. When he gets here with his 10, let's say his 10 is ace 10 of spades, give him like the greatest thing he could for why he donks that turn. The turn does not bring in anything that makes any sense for his donk. So when we call, we are just protecting against his sets and 2 pair, which he doesn't have. On the river, he's folding everything that's a spade. He's calling his jack. This is fine. And he might call his 10. And it's insane that he called his 5 yay. So yeah, I'm fine with the jam on the end. And it is possible that had you bet 50, he wouldn't have called. It's possible that he read the jam as desperate. He shouldn't have, because the hand that you most likely have that will fold there are spades, and he holds 2 of them.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've seen some people, I've literally heard some people, they're like, oh, just bet 75% of your value and like go all in with your bluffs. It can make sense if they don't know what you're doing, but I tend to be a bit more balanced than that. Like I just go all in, knowing sometimes I would have got paid if I went smaller, but
Yeah, this is
sometimes
great.
sometimes you just want to maximize, and sometimes you jam the river and they fold and you
Yeah.
have value. But
Yeah.
then a lot of the time you jam the river with bluffs and they fold. So
Yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine with how you played the hand up to the turn. I don't know why he donked the turn, but he can. Sure, set his price. His big mistake was calling the river, and I'm glad he did.
Gutter.
Yeah, glad he did. Okay, that was Dean. All right, we are going to look at Mac's hand right now. I will grab the screen. Hey, Skate.
Hey, what's going on?
This is going to be your hand, Skate. You got Mac's hand. All right. Ready? You can see my screen?
Mhm.
All right, here we go. We're playing 2, 5, 10. We have a limp. And it's to you. You're in the cutoff, and you have, oh, I didn't put your hand in. I'm sorry. I did not enter your hand.
How dare you?
I know. How dare me? Let me see. Oh, let me see if I can still adjust it. No, I can't. It's too late. All right. You have king, queen. Specifically, you have I will tell you what you specifically have. You have
Diamond?
the king, queen of,
Let me see real quick.
where are you? Oh, here we got to open it up again. Okay.
King of clubs, queen of hearts.
Right. King, and did I just lose it? Here we go. Yeah. King of clubs, queen of hearts. Thank you. What would you like to do with king of clubs, queen of hearts here?
All right. So okay, limp.
One limp. This is a straddle. 2, 5, 10 is the
Right.
game.
Okay. Straddle. We get a straddle. All right. We could straddle. All right, with king queen. That's a pretty good hands. Starting hand. So you know, we could go to some like maybe like 50 to isolate.
Sure. 50 is a
40.
fine size. 50, 40, the exact poker coaching size would be
45.
47. It would be 47 because of the extra money here.
All right.
But 45 is fine. 40 is fine. Going 50, exploitatively going even bigger is fine.
Yeah, like 55 or whatever.
Matt goes 40. I prefer 45 here. I'm fine, but 40 is definitely not a mistake.
Boo, Matt, boo.
That's fine. It's called in 2 spots. Flops top pair with a club draw there, and we have no club in our hand. We do not have the king of clubs, right?
We have the
we do.
king of clubs.
We do have the king of clubs. King of clubs, queen of hearts. Okay, we got the king of clubs. Great. Check to you. What would you like to do?
Whatever. We don't particularly care if we have the king of clubs.
It might come in
but I'll,
later.
no,
Yep.
no, all jokes aside. I mean,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, we're just, we're not, we're betting, right, for
Yep.
value. Okay, so two people
Absolutely.
called.
Yep.
All right. All right.
Mhm.
Um, let's continue.
I agree.
The pot is about 130. Let's say it is 130. Standard size is what for C bet is what size is standard
In
or
a
just
with 3 players in, our
yes.
default size before we think about it. In other words, if we're not thinking and we bet, it's going to be about a third pot. So 40, 45. If you have a reason to go bigger, go bigger.
Okay.
If you have a reason to go down to 30
Reason
and do
to
a
go.
quarter, you do, on boards where you want to do that, that's fine. But anything to 20, 25 to 33 is a GTO standard, and you can bet
Yeah.
bigger competitively if you want. What would you like to bet
Okay.
on this hand with this
Let's
exact in this situation?
let's go like let's go. See, the players are kind of sticky, so let's go like 50
Okay.
to 55 to
Okay.
target top pairs and other flush draws.
Sounds good. You go 40, nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
And you get min clicked to 80. And
Okay.
then this guy calls the 80.
I think we've seen what that min click kind of means on these flops. Well, not to not um well not set in stone, but what are we gonna do here with this other caller here too?
Yeah.
Okay.
He called the bet and the raise.
We're gonna okay. I think we're gonna do a little click back here, probably to well. Do we need to do that? What's better? No, no, because we don't know what this player has here in the
Mm-hmm.
in the low jack or whatever he is in
Yep.
MP.
Yeah.
Uh, MP. I'm just trying to think real quick without wasting too much time. What's the better option? So we it can go both ways. We can call or we can our hand is probably good enough to um this would be a kind of four bet with king queen. I mean ace queen. If they had any kind of a better hand like eight, for example, ace queen pre-flop, we would have heard about that right with the at least an open, not a limp. All right, let's call.
Okay.
But I'm
So
thinking, but I'm thinking, I'm already thinking like kind of on the four bet. That was my initial thought.
okay. So if you're gonna raise here, by the way, I'm not raising here, but if
Yeah.
you're gonna raise here, what is this villain's the guy who called the bet and the re-raise? What is his most likely hand class here?
Yeah, I don't know, cause that's what I'm saying, cause he called, so I'm like in kind of like going both ways of whether I should raise or not. So his hand class should be draws,
Yes.
primarily draws.
Yes, primarily draws, primarily flush draws. And some of them are combo draws because he can easily be here with a 9-10 of clubs, open limps, gets raised, gets a call behind, calls again with a 9-10 of clubs. He can be here with
Yeah.
9-10 of clubs, jack 9 of clubs, and 10-9 of clubs easily of his
Jack
clubs.
10, Jack 10
Yeah.
of hearts that wants that has open ended with the back door and
Correct.
stuff like
He
that.
could be there with a gut shot and the back door, sure. But
Yeah.
he's got a lot. But when he calls the bet and the raise, not knowing what we're going to do behind, remember, he's not closing the action.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, the
That's
the
true.
back door and the gut shot, maybe, but I think more the clubs and the clubs plus is what I'm putting this guy on. So if I'm going to raise, I'm not going to click it. I'm going to go big if I'm going to raise here. I'm going to say my queen is better than your queen, because if you had ace queen, you would have 3-bet me, and you have clubs, I'm going to go big. That's if I'm going to raise. I personally am not going to raise here. Who here remembers the Joey speech? If anybody remembers it, I want to give it now. Otherwise, I'm going to have to give it, and I talk all the time.
Joey's speech on
What would Joey do
on
on Nobody remembers it? Okay, it's me. All right. Last chance for Joey. So Joey was a guy who played here with us. He hasn't been here in a while. He's very good. And this is the Joey multi-way theory. If two people are interested in the pot other than you in a multi-way pot, single pair rarely wins by the river. So Joey would highly consider folding right now. Okay. Here are the things that make me not fold in Joey land, which is one, it's a min three. It's a min raise. It's a min click, and min clicks, according to Brian, are bullshit and often are. Okay. So that makes me not want to fold. I have the king of clubs. So in a situation of this size, I am going to my king of club without the king of clubs. I'm going to strongly consider the folding, even with just this. It's not the min click that made me fold. It's the min click and the call, his call. Two players are interested, and I'm probably up against a flush draw and a made hand. And against the two of them together, I don't have a lot of equity. So sometimes his queen is better. Sometimes he has a set. Sometimes. And when I say that, so sometimes he's got that. But even when he has a weaker queen, like queen jack, the number of outs to beat me are 9 clubs plus his 3 jacks. And those together are half of the value of the, is now 50%. So
Yeah.
that's what he fold. But I have a club, so the club probably won't come in if it's there. If it does, I've got a backup to it. That's good. And this is a fucking min click. And I'm only putting in 40. So with all that,
Yeah.
I say to Joey, I know that this could be a fold, but it's 40 more. I'm going to lose at least 40 more. So I call.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly how I felt. And I felt like the fact that I went 1/3 sizing on the flop, like it was a small size, small
Yep.
min raise, and then I'm in position as well. So we can kind of like maneuver the
Exactly.
turn as needed.
Yep, exactly. I totally agree
Okay.
that with
All
all
right.
those reasons. Now is when it's going to get hard. But Skate also called there. So all three of us called. We got there with a slightly different process. But yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
had you folded, I would not have faulted you. I would, if you just said I'm folding because I believe that I am beat by the combination of them, that I'm equity beat by the two of them, and then I would say to you, yeah, but it's only 40 more, and you'd go, yeah, but what am I going to do on a 120 bet on the turn? I'm going to keep going. And what if a club comes in? I'm going to now draw to my king of clubs. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's only 40, but the turn and the river are going to be worse. So I would say to that, I go, yeah, I guess you're right. Fold's not so bad. But we called. We all called.
This is a live poker.
Live hand. Now you get the
Yeah.
king. Fuck your ace queen. You have the king. Fuck your queen 8. You have the king. This is
Yeah.
great. Player 3 bets 250. Player 5 bets 600. What do you want to do?
Well, okay. Kind
It's a
of,
spot.
are we up against the set? I mean, the original reason why I kind of wanted to raise on the flop was because of that stupid min click. But
Yep.
as you mentioned, like with all that, after you mentioned all that you mentioned,
Yeah.
kind of put things into more perspective. But
He
with
goes
this king
250.
here, and now we're seeing the min click aggressor. He's continuing, and then we got a more
He
aggression
continues.
from the yeah.
Yep. He continues
More.
at about 75% potish, something like that. The actual amount is it 2/3?
Yeah, it was like 2/3. It was
Yeah.
like 68% probably.
He bets.
215 to 360.
That's this guy raises. You got king queen. What do you want to do?
Unlikely he has an awesome hand like Jack Ten of Hearts doing this. I mean, he might as well just shove if he was doing it with the bluff. But this is kind of strong. Like these turn, as we've all seen before, these turn 3 bets are super strong in poker.
Yep.
Kind of want to fold, to be honest. I don't want to lose any more money.
So if this were a
But
blank, if this were the 3 of hearts and this was the action, we are insta folding, right?
yes.
Good.
But like with that being said, what about the times that we may have the same hand. Do we take that into account? Like, oh,
Yep.
what if we're folding the
It's very
same exact
bad.
hand?
It's
Yeah.
very bad because we take all the risk for half the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Skate is folding top 2 pair here. And by the way, so am I. It's crazy, but I'm folding top 2 pair here. And if
Yeah.
it would be trivial if I didn't hit the second pair. If this were a jack, I mean, if this were a jack, a 9, or a jack, a 10, or a 9, then it's super easy because his gut shots come in. And the other queen and the other natural queens just paired, queen, jack, queen, 10. If it was a 3, if it was the heart 3, so nothing comes in and they do this, I go, one pair is not winning this hand. So now we've got top 2. And I think at best, we are chopping with another top 2. That's what I think is at best. It's a terrible situation, but to fold top 2, it's insane. And I'm doing it because this guy does not feel like he has a flush draw anymore when he raises here. He raises an amount that this guy's calling.
It's somehow you would just pinpoint him to pocket deuces, right?
Pocket deuces, pocket 8s from 280.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 630 here can also have the same hand at this point. Yeah, but it's crazy, but I'm folding. I absolutely understand why Mac goes all in. I mean, you have top 2. Why wouldn't you go all in? But that's my play. And both of them are, of course, calling. Nobody's folding there. We got that. And we don't know what they had because that's where the hand ended. What did they have, Mac?
Yeah, I didn't want to put it in the chat. So the
By the way,
straddle,
good job. Good job not putting it in. That was the exact right thing to do.
the straddle had queen 8, so he flopped top 2,
Right.
and the under the gun limper had pocket deuces.
I knew it. I knew it.
And I thought what was interesting as well is at the beginning of the hand, now that you've kind of thought it through, at the beginning of the hand, a queen and an 8 were mucked. So a queen and an 8 were
Oh, I
known
forgot that. Yes.
but I think it's a good idea to kind of play the hand without it, because I think with that it leans me even more towards pocket deuces.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a poor decision the moment I tanked for a few minutes. But another partial thing was, like, I was in a private game and the guy next to me saw my cards, and so I was like in a weird spot as well, to where it was a really, really kind of fun private game, and I was just like, you know, I don't know. I think it's a fold. I think you're completely right, and I think I'm sorry. I think this is a line that, like, is never bluffed by this under the gun one. So I think everything you said is right. I think it was a fold.
Yeah. So let's go over a couple of things. So I would ignore the private game nature of you can't be seen folding top 2. Like, they'll never invite you back. Unless the guy who saw it was exactly the game runner and the game is so fucking juicy, which, by the way, it's pretty juicy when this guy calls with queen 8 in the straddle to a limp and a raise, and a queen and an 8 have been folded. That's pretty juicy from him. But I'm still just trying to play good poker. I'm not trying to set an image at the private game that, to not be invited back. But I don't know enough about private games. So let's just leave it at that and say, I'm not thinking about that yet. So not thinking about that. When the queen 8 is folded pre-flop, and we know this, what point did it get exposed? What point did it
pre-flop before my initial raise? So
right. So the guy in the straddle knows a queen and an 8 are gone.
And he still continued to play, correct?
Right. He is what you go to private games to play with. All right, good. We got that. So now that we know the queen and the 8 are gone, let's go through our analysis again. Check, check. We still raise our king queen. We're not happy about it, but we raise it. We're just not happy that a queen is gone, but we're still raising a king queen here, even with a queen. I think so. So we do. We definitely bet the flop here. He raises us. This guy calls the raise. With a queen 8 gone, it's hard for him to have a queen because we can account for 3 of them now. He isn't going to do this with ace 8. So already this guy is a monster or a flush draw. This guy is a monster or a flush draw to call it.
And it just seems like there's no two pair options really either, especially with the queen eight being gone. I know it's kind of a coincidence he has it, but you know what I mean? I
No,
don't
this
think
is so
anyone.
good. Yeah, this is so good. With the queen eight gone, we have the same analysis here, and we can consider folding, but we can still go through the same thing going, it's $40. The pot is, I'm getting 8-1 on my money. You know,
Yeah,
the
like
pot
Scott, like Scotty's saying, like yeah, you got to be able to reverse engineer, like you're saying, like going from the turn to the flop, so you could
Yeah.
kind of deconstruct the
yeah,
hand.
I've got I've got the king of clubs. If the clubs come in and it goes check and he bets a huge amount, then that's my flush. But sometimes it'll stop him, whatever he has. If he has the, if he has ace queen or he has
reverse
the
engineer.
this. So here, again, knowing that the queen eight is gone, it takes away one of our outs to when we're behind. But we have the king of clubs. It's $40. Let's lose $40 more. I'm fine with that. I'm also fine with the fold for the earlier thing. But even on the queen of eight. Now, when the king comes and it goes like this, we're folding even more often. Because this isn't queen, because the two pairs that we beat all have a queen and an eight in them. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. And they have to play so straight up after he gets called in two spots on the flop.
Yeah. So with both the queen and the eight gone, this ain't a flush draw from 600 here. This ain't Jack 10 of hearts anymore.
Nope.
Because he's
And it
trying,
can't.
because he's not going to get a fold. So yeah, I think I think strangely knowing that the queen and eight are gone makes this even more of a fold, and I was folding. All right.
Right. And there's no
Tough
sense
hand.
to raise any pair flush draw.
Yeah. It's a tough hand.
What would have happened if the guy just called instead of raising?
Oh, then we can jam.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
go
that's
broke here every time, right? I cannot see how I would ever do
Right.
anything else than going broke.
Yeah, he calls, he's got a combo draw. We've got two pair, we've got this guy beat now. Except when he had pocket, his pocket deuces, which he can have, but we beat his ace queen now. Yeah.
even
Yeah.
in a loose game. I think it's I think.
Yeah, but I think, yeah. So there's the fold. It's a tough hand. All right. Up next is we got back to Lewis hands. Or did we go through all of Rob's hands? Mike is here. Hi, Mike. Rob, did we finish your hands? Rob's still there. All right, Lewis, grab the screen. Let's do another Lewis hand, and it's going to be Mike doing it. Mike, skip me. Okay. Let's go to a Lewis hand. And Mac is doing it. You got his queen.
Okay. Do a raise, 3-bet to about 10 big blinds.
Sounds good. 12.5, sure. 5x, fine.
On the jack 6-4 2 spade. After 3-betting, I'm going to continue. The range net advantage. Probably 12 big blinds, 10 big
Okay.
blinds.
Yep, he goes big. So Lewis bets big. So Lewis, what pushes you towards going big here?
I'm not really scared of pocket sixes or fours much
Mm-hmm.
because, like, I bet free bet kind of big. You should fold those like some of the time.
Right.
And I just have, all the queens, kings, and aces advantage and jacks.
Right.
Well, maybe not jacks, but like, you go. I mean, I got definitely the queens through aces. So I thought I want some big bets, and I felt like, I rolled the dice. I thought, okay, this I'm gonna big bet as a bluff here.
Sounds good. Mike thinks that the larger C bet is theoretically solid, so we'll look that up in Solverland afterwards. And if you do not improve, if he calls this big bet and you do not improve, are you planning on triple barreling this or even double barreling big, or are you gonna or are you gonna slow
Well,
down if you get
no,
called?
it depends on the turn, so that's a bit
Turn is the
simple question.
turn is the deuce of clubs.
Right.
It's
I
the
might give
blank.
up.
Good. If you're betting big, I like to give up here because he's given you his answer. Oh boy. Eight of spades. What was
Nah.
that? You bet
Mm.
you bet big on
The
the flop.
SPR is kind of awkward because we bet big.
It
So
is.
like I don't really know like do I want to I mean if I jam I don't really know what I mean what do I get to
Let's see what
fold?
Mac does. Let's see what Mac does.
Yeah, I think if I go big on the flop and get called,
Mhm.
I don't know. This is tough. I'm I'm leaning towards jamming. I'm leaning towards just checking and giving up for the most part. Um, just for the fact that the eight kind of hits his range. I think once you bet large, he's going to continue with jacks, flush draws,
Right.
sevens through tens, and I feel like the eight hits that pretty hard. And since you bet so big, I don't think he's going to be enticed to raise his sixes and fours, and so I think he's slow playing any of his made sets on the flop, and so with all that in consideration, I kind of want to check.
Okay. Mike says, I like this larger C bet on the flop. I think it's theoretically good, and it's okay to jam, in my opinion. Gets lots of folds from better, or at least makes them indifferent. All right. So Lewis bets small, which if I were an opponent, that would make me think that you have a hand like ace, jack, no spade, um, ace, ace, king, king, queen, queen, with or without a spade. So that's what I would think. We'll see how he responds. He jams. What would you like to do? So you were going to check there. But as played, you bet small and he jammed. What do you want to do, Mac?
Fold.
I agree. We got to
Yeah.
fold. Our queen's
Yeah.
not enough. Yep.
Yeah, I have no idea if I did the theory line there. I kind
Let's
of
find out.
like
Let's take a look.
yeah, jam seemed kind of bad because I didn't think there'd be much
Yeah.
better which would fold, like maybe tens, but like
Yeah.
that's kind of all I'm thinking, maybe tens and nines.
Yeah.
It's quite a narrow range.
Yeah.
And
All right.
or like maybe fold ace king. But
Yeah.
yeah, jam didn't feel right, but
Check raise. Small blind
yeah.
goes 3 with our particular hand, which was king, queen. King, queen? Is that what we had?
Ace
Ace
queen.
queen.
And
Ace
ace
was
queen. Ace queen. And the ace queen loves it. So we do it. There's our
oh
ace.
I can't see the screen. It looks
Oh,
frozen.
oh, am I frozen on other people?
No, you're still going. For mine.
Right, it's you. All right, so here we go. He calls,
Oh, it's back now,
he calls, and the flop is Jack of Spades,
yeah. Yep,
re-
six of spades,
four
four
of
of hearts.
four of hearts, Jack four of kicks. Here we are. We do a lot of betting. The only hand that does a majority of checking is an ace 10 suit, is a couple of the ace 10 suiteds. So if you just turn this into bet range, that would be fine.
Okay, I'm
It
glad I got the
likes,
big bet right.
it likes a big bet. It loves a big bet on this. And your specific ace queen, which is the ace with the queen of spades. Ace of what? Queen
Yeah.
of spades is you?
Ace of diamonds, queens of spades.
Ace of diamonds, queen of spades is fine with a smaller bet and loves the bigger bet, and you made the bigger bet, which is so good job. There we go. Big bet.
So what's he calling with? Might be a good bit. So he's
He is
supposed to mix some
with big bet.
pairs, top pair,
He's folded
tens,
out his fours. He's folded out most of his sixes. And he's raised off a tiny bit of his jacks.
ace king.
Yeah, these are spades. So he's got lots of spade draws. He's got jacks and spades is what he's got. And then in the ace king line, he's
And
got
then
all
ace
king. None of them folded yet.
and then some like
And his ace
ten.
queens and his ace queens all have a spade.
Yeah, but I was right in my read that he should never have sixes or fours, so that's why big bet's good.
Yeah.
Because
Yep. Because he's
yeah.
only got the jacks. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So he calls, and his only raise here is queens. Really, that's the only thing that, and because queens want protection, and the queens that raise are without a spade, the ones that
Yeah.
need most protection. Other than that, we just go. He calls. The turn is the what of spades?
Eight of spades.
Eight of spades comes in. And you, with your king queen, can continue to bet.
Well, I have ace queen.
I'm sorry, ace queen. You, with your ace queen, can continue to bet. You need a spade to bet.
Yeah.
There's a sliver of club diamond betting, but it's a sliver. So you bet, and the size that the ace of clubs, queen of spades likes is all over the place. You chose small.
I bet 18 into 65. What's that?
Totally fine. So yeah, totally fine.
I bet 27%, which is exactly the same as one of the sizes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So you bet 27%.
Yeah, so 14.3 here.
Yeah. We go 14.3. So we take that bet.
And what's he supposed to jam?
And
Something.
he raises us with he jams on us.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he looks like he's only supposed
Yeah.
You're not supposed to
We
jam
do.
much.
And we of course have to fold. Yep.
So what are we calling? Are we calling is it between top pair, it looks like, yeah. So
Yeah. Ace of spades king. You don't even call with the ace of spades queen.
yeah,
need
you probably
really-
want
Yeah.
Yeah, what's he supposed to jam with? Like, can you go to him and like can you normalize this? Yeah.
Yes.
So
His jams come from
queens mix.
which
Yeah.
queens,
It's that top
ace
pair.
jacks,
And what's that?
top
A
pair, top
pocket
kicker,
random bluff with pocket fives? Yeah,
pocket
with a gut.
fives, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's
Yeah,
your.
but
But let's see
that's
how often.
that's a sliver.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
how often we have it. So it's value. Tens is a weird bluff with the 10 of spades.
But I guess they're probably like maybe they're probably gonna jam with a flush more than they should. With
Mhm.
like the queen high, king high flush, maybe ace high flush.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably I don't know what I'd do with a jack here. It kind of sucks. Probably it might be in a spot like you might want to exploitatively fold the top pair with a jack, right?
Mhm.
If you're sitting here with like ace jack of diamonds, what do you do? Do you cool off?
Oh, you mean for you?
Yeah,
In
yeah. I mean, in this, it looks like you cool off,
You
but
call off.
like,
You call off
I
all
don't
your.
know. I don't know if you want to do that in
Yeah.
in real life.
Yep.
I don't think I do. I probably fold.
Yeah. So there you go. All right.
Okay, seems like I played that fine then.
Gotcha. All right. Let me stop the
But,
share. Next hand is.
was there jams? Was there jams on the on the turn? I didn't see.
You want to see the? Oh, let me share again.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people discuss that option, but
Turn. Oh, you mean you jamming or him jamming?
us jamming the turn, is that like a thing? I mean,
Yep.
the SPR's a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We have jams.
we had it. Oh, there are. Yeah.
Jams.
Can
And
you
your
filter just
exact
for
hand- and
jam?
Your exact hand. Your exact hand does some jamming.
Yeah. So what are the bluffs to jam with? Just like one spade stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, occasionally just complete air.
Yeah.
Like ace queen complete air. Like
Yeah.
a
The
sliver at a
ace of
time.
spades. The ace of spades version of your hand jams more often than the queen of spades version of your hand.
Yeah, and
Twice
then
as often. Yeah.
what flushes are you jamming then? Like to balance. I assume that's the balance most like yeah, just some flushes.
See what flush? What flush do we jam? We may not have a flush. We may just
You
have
jam aces
jam some
sometimes.
aces.
Well, I think I saw some slivers of flushes jamming, yeah, it looks
Yeah, we'll
like as
see.
well.
Kings love to do it. Queens. The set doesn't when when it comes in. You get the same bluff as him.
What's
But
that pocket tens
yeah. So actually,
with a
let's
spade?
here you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. So
We
is
don't have any flushes that do it.
Interesting. I would have guessed like Queen 10 would do it, but because it Queen 10 can be beaten by an ace high flush on a river, but it's not jamming.
Yeah, where's our flushes? Here.
There's no.
Ace 4. Oh.
Where's our flushes? They just didn't come on this line. They didn't choose the 15. We
Yeah,
have
this is why I hate having this many bet sizes.
no flush in this line?
Yeah.
We have that's crazy. We have no flush in this line. How does the solver pack a line that has no flushes in it? I'm confused. All right, let's look at this line. We bet 11.
Oh, you're back to pre.
Oh, well, that was wrong. Okay. We bet 11. He calls. The 8 of spades comes in. On the 11, let's have some flushes here. There's our
mean, for
flush.
sure.
They're all sitting in
Yeah.
they just didn't sit in that line. There they
Well,
are.
that's what I was thinking in game. I was thinking if I had a flush, I don't want to fucking jam. I want to bet small and
Yeah.
get called.
Yep, the flushes
Yeah.
flushes don't jam. Let's see, smaller flushes. King, queen of spades, no jamming. Strategy jams. There are no jams in this smaller line. We just don't have any.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so there are no jams.
Oh, that's because we're on the wrong node.
Small blind. No, turn 8.
No, we did the big bet on the flop.
Right. I'm saying when we do the small, we have no flushes.
okay.
We have no flushes in this line, and we have no jams in this line.
Oh, we're looking at the small C bet now.
We're looking at the 50% C bet.
Okay, yeah, not the 70.
Right. At a 25% C bet. A tiny
Yeah.
C.
Well, that's not really a thing, but I'd probably do it sometimes, to be fair.
Yeah, we just don't have any hands. But the hands we have any hands? We just don't have anything here.
Okay, seems like I played that one fine as well. Okay, I have to go now, but yeah, that was really good. Those are some good hands.
All right.
I got loads more, but maybe I'll save it for another
Come later.
time.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, see ya.
Bye. All right. So here are our options. First of all, does anybody else have any hands that they want to go over before I give other options? All right, guess not. Okay, so we can look at my live hands from Vegas. We can look at the one big blind multi-way hands that I played for you guys, or we can look at all cards face up hands. What do you want to see?
Vegas.
Vegas? All right, let's go to Vegas.
What do you guys think? Vegas is good? Vegas? All right, nobody going once, going twice.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I have to hop off as well.
Okay, bye, Matt.
Grab one.
Just say we do this every Monday, Tuesday, Friday. You're welcome anytime.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Thanks for the help. And for there's something on the link in the Discord for the hand replayer to use, right?
Even the one we use, yeah, it's mypokercoaching.com is the thing. I'll put the link in right now just so.
Okay, sick. Thank you.
Yeah, just for a second before you go, I will throw this in here, and so you can copy it from the chat. Wrong thing. Here we go. Zoom, open the chat. There's a link. So it's that. Copy and paste
Awesome.
that, and we'll see you there. Okay, bye. All right, we're going to Vegas.
Finally.
Reading chat here. Okay. Here we go. First hand. Let me go to notes. Ace 9 suited. Move you guys out of the way. Okay. Let's just see if we find the hand to see what notes we have on it. So Venetian. So the first hand is going to be an ace 9 suited. This is a king queen. So this day, the first hand is an ace 9 suited. That's an ace queen. So I guess it's lucky chances we're starting at. All right, we're starting in California. Then we're going to go to Vegas. Ace 9 suited. Here we go. All right. So we have ace 9 suited, and a player who we consider to be reasonably good limps. And our note is he plays reasonably good other than the fact that he limps. he gets called by a player who we consider to be bad. And we're here. It's us. So we're on. So Mike, if you want to do this one, it's yours. If you want to stay, if you want to be skipped, that's fine. And if it's not Mike, it's going to Bub. What would you like to do with ace nine suited, Bub?
Oh, Mike is not here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mike hasn't jumped in. He's probably busy with something.
Yeah, I would also ISO raise.
Okay.
I would go for because of the anti-yes. I thought 50, but you went 60. I already seen it. I guess both is good. So
Yep. Our theory on this one is it's pot size, and pot sized is 30, 40, 50, 55, 57. So we don't really want to go less than 57.
Okay.
They're going to break the pot. So 55 is fine. So 50 is not bad. I would like to see 55 at a minimum. And Mike does 50, but he does it online where maybe they play a little better. Here they might not be sensitive to it. So I go 60. Same theory. We get called behind.
mhm.
And then we get called here.
By
And
a
you-
decent player and by a bad player. Okay. And
So
we
it's
don't have any reads on cutoff?
Let me see what our cutoff read is. Let's see who's there. So we are in seat. Okay. So seat 7 is an Indian guy who's played reasonably so far.
Okay.
He is seems to be in his 30s-ish. Understands what's going on at a table. The fact that he flatted this, it doesn't put us on that he is a particularly studied pro, but he doesn't seem to be dumb. He hasn't done anything dumb yet. So that's it. But more importantly than how these guys play is we are massively multi-way. So that's just going to control everything. Middle pair. Check,
Yep.
check to you.
Yeah, so in this spot, I personally always check. So I would just range check here with everything. I could have top set here and would check.
Really?
Which-
Even though there's only one player behind?
Yes.
Tell me why. I understand if you were in early position, but with only one player left, why are you range checking?
It's something I learned from just Sims I looked at. That's
Okay.
all. There's no good reason against players because I can see that this board people don't really have to bet, but in theory, it should be something like this. We check to the player in position. The player in position, if he has anything here, he should bet, and then we see
And we see what these
what's
guys.
going on. Yeah, and then we see what's going on.
Right. Okay. Good enough. And if you were in position, if you were the player in position, you wouldn't be checking range, right?
No,
You're just
I
checking.
would bet a lot here. Actually, in position, I mean, if I have a hand like King 10 here, I bet it, or I don't care. You can bet a lot in position here.
Gotcha. Would you
And-
bet the ace-9 in position here? Four
Yes.
players just make the last caller the straddle instead.
Yeah, I would even bet ace 9 here. Yes.
Good enough. So we check. He bets a healthy size. And it goes call, call.
Huh. Okay. Actually, I don't feel too good with this holding already. I'm not sure if I have to fold here, but I personally would just muck it and
Right.
say goodbye.
So we're beat here. We're confident we're beat. But
Yes.
are we getting odds to draw to 5 outs?
I mean, don't even have 5 clean outs. That's the problem.
Right, because we could be against ace jack. We could.
Yeah, we could be. Yeah.
Right. And we could be against, it's hard to be against pocket jacks, but it's not hard to be against pocket sixes. Okay. So yeah, so we fold.
And this board is also a board where people could actually slow play. Because I mean, there are draws, obviously, but it's not no flush draw,
Yeah.
which would be more obvious.
Right. Okay. So we fold. The turn is the 7 of hearts. And it
Mhm.
goes check, check, check. And my note was, my note was, I'm of course behind, so I fold. And I didn't get the illusion of, but wait a second, 5 outs is 20% equity. What am I getting on my money? 115 into 600. That's, that's almost 20%. As it's actually more than 20%. So I'm getting 20%, but that's a mistake because that's 20% for 2 cards. I got 10%. Got 1 card to come before, because there's going to be a bet. And then I saw this and it went check, check, check. I went, wait a minute. I was going to get my full 20% for 115. Fuck these people.
If the 20% is clean, right? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
and it's not clean and like that. Yep. But this was my thinking. Of course I'm behind. Check, check, check. Damn, am I really behind? And then
Check, check.
the last is a
Check.
deuce. We get a bet
Mhm.
of 200 from here.
Oh, from a bad player also.
Bad player bets 200. The
Huh.
original guy here, Paul, the first guy. So this guy folds. He was just stabbing with nothing. This guy who open limped calls. We don't know his
Oh.
hand, but he loses his shit when this guy shows down this deuce.
Yeah.
So, and he's now steaming.
Do you see in his hand? He has what, King Jack or something?
We never saw his hand. We just assume that it was a better jack. Could be jack
Yeah.
10, for all we know. And we're putting this person on queen 10 because of some discussion just to see it, but we don't know what it was. But we're
Mhm.
putting it on queen 10. Yeah, and my note was, so what did this guy have? King jack, queen jack, jack 10, that he was so upset? All right. Bomb pot. Who wants the bomb pot?
I'll take it.
All right, Dean, you're in a bomb pot.
Yes.
Here we go. So everybody puts in 20. And we
Yep,
get
yep. Ooh,
3
check.
deuce. There is no reason for someone to not have 3 deuce. Every hand is represented
Or
in this
any 3. Or anything.
three.
Doesn't have to be a
How-
3 deuce.
Or pocket
I-
aces.
I actually don't know. So how does this work with bomb pots? Is no one allowed to raise? Or is it just everyone put in 20, everyone has
Everybody
a
puts in
hand?
20 blind. You all put in 20
Pre-flop, 20,
blind pre-flop. It's an agreement. We all put in 20 blind. There is no betting pre-flop, and we go to the flop.
Yep.
So you check, I checked, we check it
Yep,
around.
yep.
It checks all the way around. Hey,
Hey, yo.
hi-oh. He checks. What do you want to do?
Bet
I agree. How much?
90.
180.
90.
Okay. So you're betting half pot. You're figuring that anybody who had a 3 would have bet it because of the diamonds there. So it's really only does someone have better diamonds than you.
Or
Which they
a diamond, they can have a diamond draw, like 1 diamond. They can
Right.
still have a 3. Like there's still a lot of people that will just check the 3 and they have to call.
Yep. So I bet, but I bet 60, not 90. I don't
That's
have
fine.
I don't have any argument about which one's better.
Yeah, it's fine. $30 difference, no big.
Yep. We get call,
Hmm.
fold.
Please no diamond.
So we wouldn't be surprised to see an ace of diamonds out there in this size. We wouldn't be surprised to see a 4-5 that has no
Yeah.
chance. And we wouldn't be surprised to see a 3.
I just
know.
don't know if the last person might not have a full 4-5.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
They might have bet it, but
Hey, the river is the 7 of diamonds. What do you-
check and get on their folding shoes.
check. Checks around.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
We lose to this queen
a
10. with
queen of diamonds.
queen of diamonds with nothing.
That is fucking crazy.
So your bet of 90 might have folded that out. I might have caused that to myself with a bet of 60. The 90 might have done it.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So, but this is a very bad play. But he might have done
Yeah.
it. No idea what this guy had. That's it. All right. That's a bomb pot. Ouch. I do not hate the bet of 90 there. But I don't
Question.
like the bet of pot, but I don't like the bet of pot with the 3 out there and only having the 9 high diamond. I don't like pot. Bet 90, get raised, fold. Yeah, but bet 90, maybe this doesn't happen. Bet 90, the ace of diamonds, of course, calls, but maybe not the queen. What do you guys think? What size are you guys betting? What are you guys doing on the turn?
I don't even know if it like matters because this guy is still calling 60 with like just
Yeah,
like
it's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad call. Pretty
And
bad,
he's like
bad call.
he's looking for a diamond and he still ends up checking the river like with his
Right.
diamond that he hits. It's like crazy.
Exactly.
What's the
Exactly.
point?
How bad a play is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is bad. But he did it. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously Scotty is 60. Scotty is
I don't
60.
know. I
Dean,
think he was like indifferent. Like I think he would have called 90 anyways, probably.
maybe. Anybody else got a size they want to do? And checking is also legal. All right. Apparently it's just you and me.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know. Okay. That's my
Well,
answer.
Scotty, is there something to be said about the psychology of these bomb pots? Well, don't you think that players might be apt to be more call happy or bluff happy in these situations because there's so much money in the pot
I think
and they
they're
want
less bluff happy because you're up against 9 players. So I
Yeah.
think very little bluffing in bomb pots.
so
But
they're
yes,
more
they're happy. They're call happy because of how much money is in the pot. But
yeah.
note, I still bet, but it's a $180 pot and and I bet small into it. But with this many players, I mean, there's no chance I would call with a queen if diamonds here.
No, I mean like after that other person calls a 60, like what are you like the queen of diamonds is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So having said that, but I still think I'm starting to think I like 90 and I don't like 120. I don't like, let's see, pot is 180. Yeah, I don't like bigger than half pot with my hand. I
But if
like,
you go
I'm
90
fine with
and
bigger. If I have the king or the queen high diamonds here, I'm fine with a bigger bet just because it's so easy for me to be up against better diamonds. Even better diamonds that can't raise me, Remember, 10-4 of diamonds is out there. Nothing got folded. So anyway, okay, there we go.
like if you bet 90 and you only get called by one person, you have the same size pot as if you bet 60 and get called by both.
Yes. Yes, that's also true. And if I'm so afraid of the bigger diamonds, why am I betting? So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. I think I'm starting to like 90 better here. All right, here we go. Next hand. Seat 4 limped again, so let's reevaluate whether we think he's any good. Seat 4 moved to seat 5. We have a guy who we've played with before, but I don't remember his play. Seat 4 is Maga Jimmy. Seat 5, somebody who I thought was good, but I saw him limp twice. Seat 6 is a fish, that's me. Seat 7 is the reasonable Indian. Seat 8 is a generic white working class guy, and he's playing bad. Seat 9 is bad, black, and proud. He's sitting there with his girlfriend. He sees too many flops. He limps too much. He calls his raises too much. This is a good table to be at. We plan on winning money.
Mm-hmm.
Seat 8. Oh, we now get to see what he's limping in seat 8. He's our generic white working class guy. He limped a 10-deuce suited, so he is very not good.
I wonder what made you think seat 5 was good until he limped twice.
Let's see which seat 5 he is. That I've played with him before, or that he hadn't done anything weird up till then. Maybe he did something well. Maybe he just didn't. I didn't see him doing something overly stupid. I don't know. I've changed my opening size to 35 because they're not sensitive to size. I might go to 40 or higher. So that's the
Nice.
note. That's the adjustment. All right, here we go.
Mhm.
Next hand. We got pocket jacks. And this goes to Mike if he wants it, and skate if Mike doesn't want it. All right.
See if
And
he
then
goes
next
that
one.
40 size.
Here we go. So here we go. Fold. What do you want to do, skate? You got pocket jacks.
Pocket jacks, the hardest pocket pair to play in poker, right? Let's go. All right. So we're playing the same game. Oh no, straddle 10.
It's
Straddle
straddle 10.
10.
We're going to go to 35 because we've increased our rate. Based on the dynamics of the game, we've moved up to 35. And if things go well, we may go up to 40. because these people have shown themselves reasonable,
Was that 35 like with the straddle that you were talking about before? Like,
yeah, my normal size here is 30.
mm-hmm.
My normal size. So I've pushed it to 35 and I'm going to decide whether to push it to 40. This was my first 35 hand, I think. So I don't remember whether I'd done 35 already, but I didn't push to 40. So there we go. And you get called in two places. Small blind, weirdo. Straddle, sure. Great. Straddle can have lots of suited hands and do this. Small blind should have almost no flatting range in this game, but he did. All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Ace 8-9.
Just what Skate
Check,
wanted to
check.
see.
Check to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I don't usually play these. I've never played any of these forced straddle things, so it kind of throws me off. But
Think of
yeah,
it the same as a 5-10. You're playing a 5-10 game. Just think of it that way. The adjustments are that your button range should be somewhere between your button and your cutoff range. Your cutoff range should be somewhere between your cutoff and your hijack range. That's all. Because you got another
yeah,
person behind. That's all. No big deal.
got an ex
And then when
extra
you're in the
extra.
yeah, and then when you're in the blinds, you are highly even more incentivized from the small blind to play 3-better fold, and from the bit, like that, because
Huh.
you're inviting two players in behind, and you'll be out of position at any of them. So you just should have absolutely no flatting range in the small blind against a raise at all.
Noth-
But he does, so good for him.
Okay.
Check to you. Ace high board, you got pocket check.
All right. Check to me.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we don't always want to be checking our lower pocket pairs here on ace high boards because I think that'll make us kind of exploitable. So we're gonna want to be mixing with hands like this, of course, mostly checking, but betting some portion of the time.
Okay. This time you chose to check.
Yeah.
And let me give you one other way to be less exploitative, how to protect your check back range here.
Okay.
Check back your worst aces on these ace high boards, and that's how you protect your checking range. Because if they say, well, you're betting all your aces, so you can't have an ace, so I can push you off. That save back your your worst aces, and maybe your pocket aces, maybe. So you bet your pocket eights and pocket nines, but when you've got pocket aces here, you've just got the board so locked, it's hard for them to continue, anything. So that now protects your checking range, and so you don't have to fuck with your checking range. You don't have to put your jacks into your betting range because they're so vulnerable in your checking range because your checking range is well protected. So that's another way to do it.
Perfect. I like that. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
that one.
Yep. So we check. And here's how I find this check. The heuristic on this check is very easy for me. In a multi-way pot, if you don't have it, someone else does. And Jack isn't it on an ace 8-9 board. So we check.
Yeah, especially against two players. If it was against one, then
Oh
you could
yeah.
probably get on board with with betting.
Yep, that's a multi-way. Yeah, that's multi-way stuff. This is not multi. This heads up is different. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
So 110. We get check. We get a bet of 60 from the straddle. What do you want to do? Bet 60 into 110, so just over half pot.
I mean, of course, we could argue that we could call for the implied odds, but then it's multi-way. We have one more player behind.
We have no here. I mean, because remember, we don't have a straight draw.
Yeah.
We have a jack draw. That's not implied odds. We're calling because we think that he's bluffing or overvaluing an 8, a 9, or pocket 10s, or pocket
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
7. You could be bluffing with a 7. Easy to bluff with a 7.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. And by what I was saying by implied odds, I was thinking in my head that jack, the two outer, which is kind of a fishy thing to do, right?
Dean says having a jack
Mm.
sucks because it blocks bluffs like 10 jack and jack queen. Yes, it does.
Oh yeah,
True.
true. I mean, yeah, I mean we could be up against an ace and we don't have any kind of semi draw, so yeah. I think I'm probably gonna want to lean towards fold or just fold
Right.
in general.
Yeah. Fold is good here. We can call and play Fifth Street Chicken and fold to a bet on the river, but
Huh.
because he can be doing this with a 7, he can do it with 8, 9. Because in his mind, at this moment here, check, check, check. I don't have an ace, but this guy can still have an ace because this guy can check range, right? So I don't have an ace. At this moment, when this guy doesn't bet, neither of us has an ace, which gives him license to try to steal the pot, which gives him license to try to protect the pot, to protect his 9, which gives him license to bet his 7. So those are the reasons to call. Who
Yeah.
here is folding? Right. Folding. So Dean is going to play Fifth Street Chicken. You're going to fold. And by the way, good job, Skate. I called with the intent of playing Fifth Street Chicken. I called for 60 and was folding to the next bet. And the other thing was this. We're not even closing the action. So that's another reason to fold, but we're practically closing the action. This guy had checked out of the hand. He was not interested. So I looked to my left and I saw that he was not even involved in the hand anymore. So he was not about to check raise. So I was
Yeah.
effectively closing the action, and that made it worth, that pushed my call a little bit. Not great. Then the river, the 3, and he bets 65.
I mean, there are configurations like sometimes like these in like multi-way where a certain player will try to take advantage because of in their position.
Yep.
The betting line they'll delay c-bet and
Yep.
they'll delay on the flop and then the turn and then go ahead and follow up on the river and then you have to decide
Right.
your best course of action. But that's not it's rare, like rarer than usual, right?
Yeah. So we're playing Fifth Street Chicken, and then this
Yeah.
guy puts out an egg. That's 65 into 230.
Kind of small.
Very small.
He bet 60 on the turn and then
60
followed up 65. So what do you go ahead and try to get creative and bluff with your lower pocket pair?
Hey, that's a good option. That's a really good option.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh
If I got here.
Yeah, that is a fucking good option because this tells us it's not a good ace. This tells us it's not a straight very often. I like it.
You're gonna go to 250?
That would be great. I didn't. I did the worst of all things. I called and just lost to ace 7 or ace 5 or some nonsense like that. I called. It's ace 10. It's suited. And if I had thought it through, I could have, what I did was I said, this size is so small that I can just afford to just lose it. Dean says we have straights. All right. So straight is 5, 7, and 7, 10. We have no straights, but we have sets of aces. We have ace king and ace queen and ace jack. We don't actually have it, but we have it. And remember, Dean, the one thing, when he bets 65 and we go to, because remember, we're trying to get an ace to fold here if we do this. So he bets 65 and the pot is 295 and we go to 600. He says, you don't have any straights here, but I'm still folding. So, Dean, you think he's calling ace 10 for 600 here? Because I'll tell you one hand I have here. I have 4, 5.
What's that?
5 is, 4, 5. 4, 5 is shit. I have nothing. What am I talking about?
Sweet.
4, 5
You got 4. Okay.
Bluffing 4, 5. That's very bad.
And you
I
called it
have,
on the turn. You called
I,
that 4-5. You don't even have that on the river.
no, I have ace three. I have ace three.
And I doubt you have like aces, ace nine, ace eight suited because
I
you
don't
would
have
have
a
bet
lot
on
of,
the flop.
because I didn't raise the turn.
And you didn't bet the flop, or did you?
I didn't bet the flop. I didn't bet the flop. You're right. I got nothing. I got nothing. What am I doing here? I could have ace
Like,
three.
what would you represent? Like, you can't even represent ace king, really. Like,
You're right. I can represent ace three. Imagine this. Imagine ace three of diamonds. I open ace three of diamonds. I can do that from this position. Absolutely. Open ace three of diamonds. Flop, check, check. Remember, I'm protecting my checking range with my weakest aces.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I get the six. Check. He bets small. I call with
Not holding ace.
that makes sense. Then on the river, I have two pair and I do it. But is two pair really going to go 600? No, 600 is not going 600. If he's a thinking player, he'll know that this doesn't make sense.
Even like top bottom pair, like ace three, like
Yeah.
you still be up
I'm not
against
raising 600.
6.
I'm not raising 600 with ace three.
And
Yeah.
I think if
But we
you
don't know how thinking a player he is. We don't know how thinking he is.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I hadn't like 7-8 here, maybe that would be fine to turn into a bluff. But
Yeah.
checks feel like a call to me, just always.
You mean fold. By call, you mean fold.
Are you calling this tiny 65 on the river?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, just lose 65 and he gets my 65.
I'm not folding. I feel like I can still beat a 9. He could bet
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
So
That's what happened. Yep. But I didn't think of turning it into a bluff.
I mean, it's easy to say that I can turn my hand into a bluff. I've never had. I've just seen players do it against me, and it's almost worked. So
There you
yeah.
go. All right. Yeah, Dean, we don't have any straights. Yeah. All right. Yeah, if he thinks it through, we don't have any straights. We just don't have any straights. All right. King, queen folds to you.
Raise.
This is Bubba.
No.
Oh, wait, Larry's here. Larry's here.
Larry.
Hey, you got king, queen of diamonds, and your opening size has changed to 35 because of the players.
Hey,
What would you-
gentlemen.
Possibly
Okay.
40. Possibly 40.
Yeah.
He's talking
Yeah, let's
about
open at 35.
We do. And we're about to change our
Right.
opening size to 40.
or 50.
Yeah, or 50. We'll see. Yep, there we go. All right. Donks into you.
This looks like he's trying to set his price, but with someone to
Mhm.
act behind, I don't think I want to raise. I think I want to call in position.
Okay. And just, it's good enough. That's what I do. Okay, bets 20. There we go. The 8 comes. And he bets 20 again.
Mm.
This is a very awkward situation with the guy behind.
It is.
Um,
But we're not like worried about sets from the guy behind anything, really. Like maybe
Nope.
sixes, but he
Nope,
probably.
we're worried. Heart draws, gut shots, maybe even 10 jack from the guy behind. All can be there.
I wonder if the guy on button is a bit
Yeah.
capped after he didn't raise in position on flop.
Queen jack, queen 10, 9 10, 9 jack, all possible from the button right here.
Yeah. I don't think do we get to raise here? I'm not sure with someone behind. I think I like a raise. I think I like a raise after this guy's bet
After this
small twice.
Yeah.
And you have the guy behind. I would go to like 80.
Yep. I go 105 on the
Nice.
theory.
Yeah.
We get a call.
Really bad. That's really bad
That's
news.
funny.
is it a good idea to treat his
5-4.
20 like a check?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I treated it like a check.
Okay. So he's just said that he's got it, and we're gonna believe him.
Yep. And by believe him, you mean
Don't
we're gonna
believe him.
We're gonna fold.
Yep, we both fold. He shows Jack 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. And was it offsuit? Let's see if it was offsuit. The donker was seat 8. He was the player who he was the he's the
Yeah, that would be the small blind, Jack 10 off right there. Yep,
yep, yep.
Jack 10 off. But
There we go. And
You could have lost more money if you raised the flop.
right, I'm looking. And it's Jack 10 off. It specifically is offsuit. Yep. Lose more money if I raise the flop. Yep. But
Yeah.
I'll charge him then. Okay. Mike has moved to seat 5. The friendly Asian guy is playing fine and he's fun to talk to. We have a new seat 2. Seat 3 is empty. Moving along here. We now see a guy. So seat 2 is now going to become the interesting guy. I don't know that we're going to play against him in any hands, but he becomes the spot of the table now. He has been, so the other guys have been limping, right? The generic white guy has been limping. The guy who's big black and proud has been limping. Bad black and proud has been limping. And some other and our seat 5 has been seat 4, seat 5 has been limping, the one who we thought was okay. So this guy has decided he's going to start ISOing a lot. And he's ISOing to 50 and 60 and like that. We saw him ISO to 10. Yeah, we got it shown down 10-7 suited, ISOing at a guy who had ace 10 in the under the gun tree. So low jack -1 ISO. So early position ISO with 10-7 suited. So he is wide. And the guy in seat 3 is a Russian guy who appears to be somewhat a pro, and he has decided that he is the guy who's going to exploit this guy to the max. So whenever this guy raises, we're getting tons of 3 bets from seat 3, and it's shutting us out. That's what's happening. And he is and he's going as low as 5-5 for his ISOs. So and maybe lower, but he's doing a lot of ISOing. So that's what's happened. Seat 1 just did another unreasonable thing. So like that. And one of our players, so on a raise from seat 2, re-raise from seat 3, the guy in seat 4 had pocket jacks and folded them. It's like, are you insane? Pocket jacks is the nuts against these guys. Here we go. And our next hand. So that's the story. And why do we see everything? Oh, we shouldn't see all this stuff yet. I'm sorry. This is going to be really, oh, hold on. Don't look. Okay, who didn't look? Anybody didn't look?
Oh, and the last one where I was reading it where Maggot Jimmy threw his cards at dealer.
Great. Okay, good. Okay, then this hand is yours, Dean. I want the person to play it who didn't see. All right, here we go. So 2, 5, 10. We got queen. We got king. What would you like to do?
Raise.
All right, so we open to 35.
And never fold.
Yep, right, exactly. We get called. We get a call from the small blind. We get a call.
I'm not happy.
We are massively multi-way. If an ace doesn't flop, this is ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
7, 8, 9 would be shitty.
The last caller, but by the way, the caller here is Maga Jimmy in the big blind. And he thought for a little while before calling. All right, here we go. Queen 7-7. Check to you. What do you want to do?
Bet.
All right, how much you want to bet into 145?
Third to half.
Okay, how much is that? Give me a number.
50 to 70.
Great. I think I did 45. 65. No.
Very nice.
Yep, I'm bigger. I did the 65. I did the little exploit against the queen.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And also a 7 is going to peak up. It's going to let me know it's a 7. We go. We get a raise. Okay.
Mm.
Second. Let me set my wife. Can I call you in like 15 minutes after my class? Or do I need you? Okay. This afternoon. Love you. Bye. All right. So 210. What do you think? What are you thinking about his range right now?
Gross.
Yep. Mike's back. All right, Mike's gonna get
What are
this.
the notes on this guy? Did you have any? I didn't see.
He is the guy to our left. He should be the Indian guy who hasn't done anything stupid yet.
Hmm.
And
Other than flatting open.
yeah, flatting the open. Yep.
Does he have a 7?
Reasonable so far. Yep.
Like
He can have
7,
a-
8.
He can have
Six,
ace
seven.
7. He can have ace
Six,
7.
seven.
He can have a queen here easily, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So we
Probably doesn't have
so-
ace queen because he
he could have ace queen. He could.
just did 3-bet it.
He could have. Right. So we don't
I'm not-
like
Yeah,
we don't
no.
like this. We don't like this, but we're not on an insta fold here, are we?
No, I'm not.
No, we're gonna lose some more money.
Yeah.
This guy calls.
Oh, that's. But it doesn't really change anything. Just calling. Like I don't think he probably has many 7s.
Okay. So what would you like to do? Given this increases.
I call, but I could see a fold too.
All right. So Larry is right. This is 100% a fold. This 210 means everything. This is not weak. There are no draws. So this has to be a queen or a 7. Right? That's all, no pocket eights is doing this. It's hard for him to have aces or kings and that are now scared that played this way. Yep, exactly. The straddle can have a 7 with the odds he was getting. But the most important thing is against a raise and a re-raise, when I can continue to raise this up, he decides to flat call and invite me in. It's a fucking 7. And I insta folded. Against this guy, I was thinking about folding and deciding, but I didn't, I hadn't decided yet. This guy went 210. I just went, and it was like it was the thing that in the Margoon's hand where he just folds aces. It's like, no, I'm beat. Insta fold, not a second thought. 3, check. This guy realizes it's a 7. River, 200, calls, and shows down Jack 7 versus ace.
Wow, aces.
Flatted the aces pre. To be cute.
And then raise 2 on that kind of flop.
Raised, yeah, why would anybody have a 7 and then didn't detect it? But again, he only lost 200 more. He did detect it. Remember, he checked. And so I don't fault him for calling the river 200 here. I really don't. Yes, he screwed himself hard by not 3-betting. He gets all the money by 3-betting. I just go all in. Yeah, he lost a ton and I saved it.
Yeah, he lost a ton.
Yeah, ton of money.
Because if he 3-bets and you check.
The Jack
before it,
7 folds. He 3-bets. I 4-bet him. He jams
and
for
if he
5.
flats, then let's say he just flats even the.
Yeah, no
4-bet,
matter what.
And then the
No matter
flop,
what.
like, you're getting it in.
Right. And the Jack 7 isn't there to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there we go. All right.
You must have been
Like,
real
thank
happy
you
after
for
that.
Yeah,
I
think
was so
maybe
happy.
there's more.
I was so happy. I was saying that I was Scotty Goons. I was Jonathan Meltzer. I was so happy. All right, here we go. Next hand.
And it just shows you how you could even open even bigger.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
they're so inelastic with Jack 7 off.
Jack 7. Yep. Right, here we go. Last then what's happened? This was the king hand. That's the last hand of it. And then just a note. After getting beat or rivered or whatever, Magajimmy threw his cards at the dealer. So for those of you who have chosen to have a feeling about him based on his hat, it's been confirmed.
Why do you do that?
The card, he got rivered on something, and he threw, he got stacked and threw his cards at the dealer in disgust.
That shit would have pissed me off.
Yep. Seat 2, not that it matters. The drunk guy in seat 2 ran his stack up to like 6,000, 6,500 with his, overly aggressive play and getting lucky, and also getting some very good hands because his over aggressive play included ace king. And then proceeded to give it all back to the table. And then and then against the Russian, who was the guy who was always 3-betting him, on the last hand against him, when he won, when the Russian beat him, he took his stack and just pushed it on the other guy's stack and knocked his cards off. He goes, "There, you want him so much," and he left. So we were happy to see him lose. We would have preferred more of the money coming to us, but that was fine. It's always the dealer's fault. And then the only other note is we got a new guy in seat 3 that I stayed there. He was very drunk and very friendly. He was the opposite of our other drunk. He was so drunk that he won a hand with something weak, like he won with a 6 on the river against an ace king or something like that he shouldn't have been in there, and says to the guy, no, you take the pot. Right? The guy says, no. He says, no, you won it. You won it fair and square. The guy then takes the pot and pushes it to the dealer.
That's crazy.
And then then he pushed his next 3 or 4 pots to the dealer.
I once had a guy who rivered me and gave me a rebate,
Yeah. Yep.
but never like that.
Yeah. So I got to watch a dealer get tipped, I don't know, $800, $1,000 sitting there, 3 or 4 pots. And when the guy changed tables, the dealer was going to cry. It was
I would've-
it was a beautiful thing to see. The dealer never said a word, and I just said, "You're a hero." I figured he wanted validation, and why not give him validation?
Well, you could tell he was like crying inside, but not showing it.
No, he was fine.
Yeah.
We were at a table where the max buy-in is 1,500. There's a lot of people with 2,000. He buys in for 400. He's happy to lose the 400. He's playing with it. He's just fooling around with the $400. He asks other people at the table to drink with him, and none of us are drinkers. And it's kind of like, we all know, everybody knows what's going on. We all know that if we drink with him, he will stay longer. But he also
Yeah.
only $400. And I think if he had 1,500, somebody at the table would have drank with him. Order mocktails. There you go. Yeah. Well, one guy offered to drink wine. He goes, "No, got to be shots." So he was not going to accept the mocktail. You got to step away. You got to order it and then go to the catch up with the waitress and say, "Give me a virgin one. I'm an alcoholic, but I'm being nice." But anyway, so nobody drank with him. It was fine. It was a lovely evening. That's what happened. Those are the ends of those notes. All right. Up next is Mike. Mike has ace queen in Vegas. It's the Venetian. The notes you have are nothing. Here we go.
No straddle.
No, this is a straight up 2-5 game at the Venetian.
All right.
It is the biggest game in the casino, except for the 250, 500, or the 50, 100, 200, 400, whatever's being played with, what's his name? I'll show you with, he's not there that night. It's the next night. Not Rampage. The other one of those guys was there the next night. Here we go. This guy.
Rampage, Brad Owens.
No, crazy. The crazy guy who you would play with. Anyway, it'll come up. So there's one giant game going on.
Alex Keating?
No, you'll see who it is. It's the other one. But never
Tony
mind.
G.
No, shut up. We're done. Moving on.
Poker Bunny.
Poker Bunny, that's who it was. It was Margot, Robbie. It was Robbie. Anyway, it wasn't Robbie.
Robbie Lou.
Yeah. So in this game, the important thing is, so we're 3-5 still. This is our one hand we played at 3-5. Okay, here we go. That happened. All right. So folds to us, ace queen.
Yeah. Standard, any reason to go any bigger? Are there any fish or
Nope.
crazy? Yeah, so whatever standard is there.
Yep, 15. 15 gets called in 3 places. So maybe we're gonna go, so if this happens a lot, we'll go to 20. Flop an ace. Check.
Okay. I mean, I would typically either, well, okay, does player 8 have any, you have reads on player 8 of any reason to check here more than normal?
No, the guy's got $420 and this guy's got 190. That's the weirdness.
All right. I would just probably default to betting more often than checking.
So we did. Oh, what size do you want to bet?
And I would probably kind of similar size, like a B33.
Right. And then size up. B33, we got to call 15. This guy folds. All right, here we go. Club comes in.
Okay. And again, no reads on this person, so
Nope.
we can't dictate our action based on tendencies here.
Nope.
Except for population tendencies, maybe.
Population
Which-
and population and $400 in a 5-10 game.
Which would mean they probably under aggress.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, I would bet more often, and I would probably go something like half pot.
That'd be great. Larry says it's a check. He likes check and then calling against the guy's wide range, which is what I intended to do. I went check on the club, knowing that I'm calling all of his bets with my queen of clubs. I also could have bet with my queen of clubs. And he checks behind.
Yeah,
So now-
yeah, certainly checking is his, and I like betting more here again, just because they aren't going to bluff as much.
Right.
I
like
think
the
so,
bet.
but yeah, I think either way is good to go.
Right. And our ace is usually the best ace here. Every undercard that comes though is another undercard to pair him. But still, it's the usual. We still think we have the best ace here most of the time, and we don't get raised.
We have the best hand right now after he checks.
After he checks, we definitely have the best hand, and we're betting
no question.
And we're betting the river for value. Absolutely, we're betting the river for value, no question, right? We're betting
Yeah.
every river for value except
Most likely,
except
there
for
are
that
some,
stupid
yeah.
fucking river. Now
I think I like a kind of a thin value bet here, and we're folding to any kind of raise. I would go like a block bet. I'd go block size like 30 and fold.
you play this hand so much better than me, Mike. Check, check, win. I was disgusted by myself.
Really?
Yes.
Did he show?
No, he didn't show. I was
Yeah.
disgusted and I was disgusted and I was also confused. I went, wow, but where I said, this is terrible, but what do I, but all my reasons for doing it, don't they make sense? And it's like, no, your reasons are better than mine. That's the right way to play it. Bet small here is fine. The flush comes in. I have the queen of clubs. I can call a raise. Bet small. Get called by another ace. Get some value out of that. You know, bet small. Keep even jacks. Keep the
Get
10.
lots of value on the turn versus
Bet-
ace
get-
X, 10X.
Singleton club.
Some singleton clubs, yeah, absolutely.
Right. And when he has a club, when he has the clubs, you know, what? So you checked and you were going to keep it small, but so he's going to bet larger because you bet? Maybe. We have the queen of clubs. So check, check. All right, great. That was, it's like, I understand it, but better choice. On the river. Oh God, now it's a four outer. I'm going to turn my ace into a bluff. Fuck no. Don't turn your ace into a bluff. Make him call. If he raises, you fold. But no, I can't do that.
And I was even considering you could even go with a regular size river bet, like be 60, half pot, 60, 70. But then I was like, then they're going to fold some of their aces and fold some of their other hands that you might get value up with when you go smaller.
Right.
And they're always raising their good shit. They're always going to raise a 9 and a flush that they have.
And the guy's really going to take, it's like this guy who was in for $435 in a 3-5 game where the max buy-in is 1,200. This guy who called in the field. This is the guy who's bluffing, who's going to take my shot at weakness and is going to come over the top. That's the guy. Blech. Two small bets. All right. I went to the 510, bought in for 2,000. This was at 10:40 at night. By midnight, I played and I didn't see anybody make what I considered to be a mistake. I didn't feel outmatched. I didn't like look around going, oh God, it's Vegas. They're all three betting me. I'm so scared. I just went, they play like maybe better than me, maybe worse than me. They play like me. They know things. They talk. They're saying poker things at the table. They know other poker people. Was I up at midnight? Probably. I don't remember. I was probably up. Don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that. But the thing that I looked at was I remembered how bad everyone was playing at the 3-5, and I went back. That was the note. I said,
Yeah,
I'm
sounds
not.
like you were sitting at a table of grinders.
Yeah, I did not. One of them I knew from Lucky Chances. He was one of the guys who was, who I've played with. So I knew his play. I knew he's solid. Everybody was doing solid things. It's like, I'm not here to get better. So I went to 3-5 where they weren't good. And then this happened. All right, here we go. Ace-7 suited. This goes to Larry.
Ace-7 suited. I think we generally just call here.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's a nice flop.
Mhm.
We're gonna check to the aggressor.
Right. The person here in the second seat, this is Old Woman T. You have not seen a more buttoned up plastic bag, older Asian woman at a poker table that you were assuming is sitting there for the night and is never bluffing. That you have never seen someone who looked more like that.
She is the archetype.
She is the archetype, even more than old man coffee, old woman tea. Oh my God. So check. So she bets. So she donks out for 25.
All right. This is interesting. So I don't think this hand is, we have the best 7.
We have the best 7.
I think this hand is so good. We're not interested in pushing out player 5 yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think we slow play here.
No, player 8 did not reveal their hand on the ace board. I just turned it over and I won. Okay. Yeah, I think we slow play this, even though we're making it cheap for player 5 to draw to their 7. We want to make it easy for them to call with a queen.
No, we don't really want to push them off.
Yeah, let's not push them off yet. And then if there's 2 calls, we get to see what she does after that. We really think we have the best 7 right now, and we don't think she has pocket queens. She might, but that's not what we think. So we call. Player 5 calls. Great.
All right.
There's no way the turn is going check, 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 right? We're not going to let that happen.
No.
So we're fine. 10 of diamonds. That doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
Old woman T checks.
Okay, so what's our SPR here? SPR is like 10.
10.
So for SPR is 10 here, I'm quite motivated to get money in against whatever this woman has, which I anticipate would be a lot of heart draws. Maybe, I think probably make a queen.
Yeah, queens,
Um,
a queen and some heart. She's got queens and heart draws. And player 5 has lots of pocket pairs, some queen X.
I think there's against 2 people, I think there's someone who can call a big bet. I think we go hyperpolar here. I mean, you even use a 150 overbet here. Some players between 100 and 150.
That's sexy. Okay, let's see. Skate goes 160. Mike goes pot. That's great. I think I go 8. I think I went 80. And I think that's not necessary. Yeah, I went 80. I like your plays better.
Yeah, I think
80.
I think the texture allows for this.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Bub says it's kind of obvious she has 7x. Can we just raise? Yeah, we could raise. And if we raise, we could get more money in from her and not keep the 2 people in. So keeping his 2 cards in for just $20, $25 is probably not great. I mean, we got $25 from him, but we could have easily gotten $50 more from her just by going to 75. Right? Because she's not
Well,
folding
we've got position on
she's
her.
not folding a 7. Yeah. So
We can get money from her on later streets when we're in position.
We can. We absolutely can.
So I don't, I mean, we can fast play it. It's,
Yeah, yeah. So she calls.
all right. So what's her range now? Her range is a lot of,
Her range is hearts, a single seven that, 7-8 that's decided maybe I have a seven and a queen. Hearts, a seven and a queen. Those
all
are,
right. Now, do we get the donk?
of course we get the donk, $200.
200 into two. This is a fold. 200 into whatever, 280 is fold.
Mhm. Right.
No, this is extremely under bluffed.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bluff catcher. We fold.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All those things are true. I called.
Well, let's go back here for, oh my God.
Nice.
Well
Yeah.
played.
I don't know if it's well played. Our read was solely on racial stereotypes and body stereotypes and age stereotypes. That was totally that. So that's not the most reliable thing, but it's something until you have something else.
Well, how did you get the fold here? Let's talk. I mean, I'm sorry. How did you get the call?
I got the call based on MDF. The only, that on MDF, I have the best seven.
Well, I mean, she's clearly turning her top pair into a bluff here, but
I think so. I think she's turning into a bluff. I don't think she made a mistake. No, so Skate goes, was it really a bluff? Yes, I think it's really a bluff because when here she would go check, when the heart comes in, her hand doesn't want to bet out. She's not betting a queen for value. And if she was betting a queen for value, she would have bet the turn. She doesn't think her queen is best.
No,
This
she's
woman,
bluffing.
this woman who I just said all these things about, just turned top pair into a bluff.
Yeah, this is very interesting play.
Very advanced. I was so wrong on my read about her.
I wonder if she's playing off her. I wonder if she shows up looking like the stereotype on purpose with the plastic bag.
Who knows? Who knows? She didn't stay.
So you got to
that long.
You just got to call by knowing you have to defend some portion of your range and you're at the top of your range.
Yeah.
And you're being offered around 33% or 30% or something.
I expected to lose. But I didn't expect to lose 2/3 of the time.
Then you got to give her a bluffing frequency, which you did, right?
I got to give her a misunderstood what a 7 was frequency. I don't, but it's weird. I mean, it doesn't track particularly because why, if she's got the 7 and she's she's a little bit of afraid of her 7, when the heart comes, why would she check the turn and then bet the river with her 7? That seems like it should go the opposite direction.
No, she's turning this into a bluff.
Yeah.
There's no question this is pure bluff.
Mike says, I would have folded and brought this to you guys as a brag.
Yeah, nice call, man. I wouldn't have been able to make that call.
Yeah. Thinks it's value 10. Yeah, I don't know. It was pot of this size. I mean, there's an overbet size that she could have gotten me to fold to. That's true. This is the best 7. Like,
yeah, you have the best 7.
I don't know why
it doesn't really. Your range is kind of flattened, right?
Yeah.
Because you've got a bluff catcher.
Yeah.
Ace, queen, and a 7s are very similar in equity here. Because
I don't know why she plays. I don't know why she plays a 7 this way, checking the turn but betting the river. I don't understand it. But I have the best 7. I'm folding the worst 7. I'm folding. If somehow I'm here with 8-7 suited, think I'm folding.
Yeah, I think 8-7 is worth as much as ace queen. I think 8-7 is worth as much as ace-7.
Yeah,
she's essentially telling you, I have a flush.
A flush or full house or nothing. She's saying I have a flush, a full house or nothing, but I didn't know that.
I just don't think. I mean, MDF, you're supposed to defend theoretically half your range here, but I don't think it matters that much.
Yep. I
Why'd you
accept
call?
that.
You got some kind of live read on her or something?
No. No. I did not get a live read on her.
Did you tank at all?
Yeah.
That's
Let's
a
see.
very interesting hand.
Let's see if there's a note. Yeah, I tanked. ... Tank. But no other notes other than from an old Asian lady who you would expect to be nud peddling. Nick Airball, that's who it was, is playing in the other room.
Yeah, this is yeah, you made a very good bluff catch.
Yeah. Button opens to 15. I'm in the big blind with 10-3 suited. And I didn't remember whether 10-3 suited was a raise or a fold. And the answer is it's different in different solvers. I just folded it.
You've made these hero calls a couple times and been right.
I've
Last
also been
couple.
wrong.
True.
Yep, but there you
But
go.
I mean, you can look at MDF and you can look at, you need to defend half your range. You need to win only about 33% of the time. I mean,
Okay. So low jack opens to I don't have this in there because nothing interesting happens. Low jack opens to 15. The button calls. He happened to have jack 10, but that's not important. We're in the big blind with ace jack offsuit. What do you want to do? Low jack open, button call, ace jack offsuit in the big blind.
low jack open, button call, ace jack off.
Ace jack off.
Do you know anything about low jack?
I didn't have this memorized, so I didn't know.
Fold.
Hooked it up.
I think it's a fold, man.
Right. Here's what it is. No, bad. Here's what it is in peak with 2.25s. Low jack opens, button calls, big blind, ace jack is a call.
Yeah.
That's in peak. Anybody want to look this up in the wizard, just the pre-flop wizard, and it's going to be a 3x open. Let's see how that changes it. And while you're looking that up, Mike or Larry, while you guys are looking that up, before we go to the next hand, the answer was a while ago we were talking about drunks, people who are so drunk they don't know what they're doing. What's your ethical commitment? And in the same way, what about someone who is mentally retarded, cognitively disabled? What should you do? Mike's not looking it up. It's up to you, Larry. Look it up and see if you can find it in threes if you can't. In peak at 3, low jack open, button calls, big blind, folds. Okay, so there we go. At 3, it's a good fold. All right. At 2.25, it's a good call. All right. Good enough. Should have folded it. I think I won the hand. Doesn't matter. So we have our answer to the drunk ethical question. There was a loud drunk at another table, and I went to the front desk and say, "Can I switch to that table?" So now we know what Scotty does. As I did, I went, "Well, I guess I have my answer. There's a baby drowning in a 1-inch pool, and I've got $200 shoes on, and I don't have time to take them off. Sorry, baby."
It is, I mean,
Okay.
we'd be lying to ourselves if we wouldn't say that
Yep.
the great lost skill or the great dark art of cash play is bomb hunting. It absolutely is.
Yep. We are there to exploit people. That is what we have signed up for. All right, there we go. We got more Venetian, but in our remaining 7 minutes, I want to do this. I want to jam through 7 hands in 7 minutes just to show you this. These are the one big blind. These are the one big blind multi-way hands. I did not enjoy doing them, but now we're going to see what they were. Here we go. We're going to see how people play. All right. Move you guys out of the way, and then we will be done. All right. We open a queen jack suited. Get called in places that seem completely reasonable. Flop. We get multi-way, check. We bet 1 big blind. Call. They're suffering. Check. We bet 1 big blind. Call. Raise to 2 big blinds. and we fold. Weird. That didn't work out well at all. All right. There's one that was a disaster. Next one. Oh, here we go. Let me get here. All right, here's the next one. We get a limp and a check. And we are in the big blind, being forced to see a flop with 9-6 suited. We flop 2 pair, bet 1 big blind, get called by a gut shot. That's not good. And top pair. We could get a lot more money from those guys. 4, 1 big blind. Get called by a gut shot and top pair. River. Uh-oh. Check, 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 and win. So we definitely got less money there than we wanted.
Yeah.
That didn't work out well. All right, next one. We get a limp from Jack 3 suited. Weirdo. We get an over limp by 6-6. And there we are with 10-8 suited in the big blind. Do we go for an ISO? No, we just take it. Flop middle pair, 1 big blind. They both fold. All right. Jack 9, we get a limp. People. Jack 3 limps behind, and we are stuck taking a flop with deuce 5 offsuit. 1 big blind. Get called by a 9. Get called there. Good. 10. He picks up a flush draw and a straight draw. 1 big blind. Call, call. River. We have just said that the reason we were doing this was so we could go big on the river, that they have exposed themselves. Go, Scotty, go big. Your deuce is not good. Go big. Big, fold.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, makes sense.
There we go. Next one. We raise ace king like a normal person. We get called by a 5-10 off a broken stack, and another broken stack calls us. We flop the ace. They have absolutely nothing. Check, check. 1 big blind. Fold, call with backdoor flush, backdoor straight, overcard to the 7. This hand folds to any other size. 5. Now he's got a real gut shot. Check. Normally we would size up. Fuck that. 1 big blind. Call. Don't give him a 2. 3. Check. Now, do we want to blast on when a deuce and a 6 are a straight? No. Just take our showdown value now. Maybe. Nope. We blasted. I don't know why. Because we decided that a deuce and a 6 would have bet, and then we just fold to a raise and hope that he has a bet and hope that he has a worse ace. I don't like this bet at the end at all. All of his low aces have paired. There's the things betting small makes sense in checking back. I don't like my blast on the end with the ace. I like my blast on the end without an ace. I hate that. All right. That's bad play. All right. Raise like a normal person. Get called by a king 10 playing bad. This is all at 1-2, by the way. I mean, at 50 cents a dollar. I did not go down stakes to do this nonsense. And people are playing terribly. King queen. There we go. All right. Completely miss. Completely out of position to 2 players. 1 big blind. They both have to call. Great. 9. Great. 1 big blind. He calls. 3. I have a lot of showdown value here. I don't have to blast this. If he has a hand at all, it can be full. I don't think I have to blast this. We check. And he checks behind and we win. And we win money we shouldn't have won. Because we weren't going to bet this. We might have bet the turn like a normal person if it had gone check, check, check. Yeah. Okay. We're not in this hand, but I don't know why this hand is noted. Oh, this hand is just noted for something else. Let's see why. Oh, we wanted to see just what they had. All right. 10-7. So he bets middle pair with the flush draw, gets called by top pair. He checks now with middle pair and a flush draw, top pair, bets, he calls on the river. He bets, oh, it's because he bet 1 big blind. That's why. That's how this got in the group. He bets one big blind to freeze 5, 6, 6, 8, 10. The guy really can't raise, but he can't fold. So it's, oh no, the guy turns his own 10 into a bluff. And then the guy calls. What the fuck?
It's crazy.
That's insane. What is each of them thinking? Anybody? Tell me
No, I
what
have no
either of
idea.
these guys is thinking here.
I have no idea.
Right. Up till this makes
He's
sense.
got a flush blocker.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He bets one big blind to keep the pot small. The guy can't raise him without a flush. His 8 could be good. He can have a 6 here. The guy's not folding a 10, but maybe it's his way of not getting the guy to bluff off. Then the guy bluffs off anyway. And then he decides to call it. Okay, don't
Flush.
understand.
I have a flush blocker.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Okay, here we go. Scotty has to see a flop with 8, 9. I'm dominated in both places. I cannot win this hand. Queen, deuce, deuce. I'm not going to win this hand. Check. One big blind. He calls. Check. One big blind. He raises. We fold. Great.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's what's supposed to happen. Yay. That was good. That was a good result. We're happy with that. All right. King 7, we open. Ace 6 calls. Queen 9 is a weirdo. And we're out of position to 2 players. We check range, right? On a board that completely misses us. One big blind. Fold, call. There's the queen. We go 10. One big blind. Raise me, I'm folding. He calls. Queen. Okay, this is going to go badly. And we go for it, get raised, and lose. Not so happy with that. Because the thing is, we beat let's think about this for a second. When he calls twice here, his flush draws will fold to 8. That's easy. His 4 has to fold to anything. And we thought that he would have raised a queen off, and he didn't, but he raises it here. So this overbet is stupid here. This bluff, and bluffing again is fine. This bluff needed to be 8.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 or 7. He folds everything he folds every draw that got here to this. You know, his pocket 9s are now polluted. Just the only thing he can call us with that make any sense is the jacks. Everything else is going to raise. His pocket jacks. Right?
Against
And he
this
can go-
line, he might call some ace X.
Yeah, you can call ace X of spades if that's how he got here. But any other spades he's folding. So yeah, all I need is 8. This 18 is completely unnecessary. All right. So and even in this line that we're discussing, I should have seen that. I mean, I'm playing algorithmically here, but when we talk about the river, I should still be thinking about the river size, trying to play well. All right, here we go. We get a limp with ace 5 suited. I'm gonna ISO. We ISO. We get a call by king jack. That's very bad. We get a call by ace 5 suited. That's not very bad. Even though he dominates us, still very bad. All right, here we go. Check, check. One big blind. Call. So we're seeing these top pair. We're seeing people are calling with nothing, but also top pairs are calling. They're not raising us yet. 7. Hey, we picked up a straight draw to go with it. Normally we would bet big here if we were betting or check, but no, we're betting one big blind.
What?
Ta-da, motherfuckers!
Crazy.
What is it? Okay. I mean,
Okay,
What
okay.
the fuck?
Maybe he timed out. Maybe he lost his internet connection. I don't have a note. Is there a note on this? Let's see if there's a note. Nope, no note. All right. Here we go. We're almost done.
Uh-oh.
Raise like a normal person. Get called by a queen 9 they shouldn't. Ace is flat. This is going to go badly for Scotty. Unless the guy raises. Ace, queen, flats, 5-3. I'm shocked 5-3 didn't come in. Here we go. 4 players. Out of position to 4 players. 1 big blind. Oh no, this one I didn't do it. Why? I couldn't bring myself to do it. Oh, he did it. That's why. How did this get in the database? Oh, 1 big blind. Call. We have the ace of clubs. We can call 1 big blind with the ace of clubs.
Agreed.
Fold. And now we can fold. Check. He bets 4. He calls. We fold. We lost 1 big blind. Great. And what's this guy calling 4 with? So now we get to see how the 1 big blind worked for someone else. He got a call of 4 from an ace queen.
And I assume he's planning to bluff rivers with checks.
We'll see. Clubs come in. Bets 1 big blind. He does the raise. Doesn't work.
Too small.
Adorable. Yeah, too small. It's a big bet compared to the 1. It's not a big bet compared to the 23.
Mm.
All right. Love it. Okay, here we go. Open deuces in the hijack. All right. Fuck you guys. It's there somewhere. There's a sliver of it. Exists. All right. Terrible play and just plain, and the ace 6 is just bad. But this is terrible. Love this terrible play. Here we go. We flop nothing. He bets 3.57 and we just fold, right? Yeah, we just fold. Oh yeah, now we fold totally. What a weird hand. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess this makes sense. There we go. And then he gets there. And this guy sticks around with a 6. And now, with a full house out there, all the pairs are full houses. What does he do with his straight? He turns his straight into a bluff, not realizing that's what he's doing. And gets raised by 38. Does he fold for the last 38? He's obviously beat. He does. Oh my God. Wow. Now, if he checks here,
I think your better option is to check there.
yeah, he checks here. Does he call? And this guy bets, do we know that this guy bets 80 or does he bluff like 30 or 40 and does he call? We don't know. We'll never know. But there you go. He thought his big bet would prevent any bluffs and he was wrong. And that's the last hand. All right.
All right. Are you here tomorrow?
I am here tomorrow and that should count as entertainment value. And let me stop the recorder.